Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. I am making my coffee, getting up, gotta do some rehearsal, and then get on to brunch. So I hope y'all doing well. Let me see who's there. Hey, CDP, what's going on? Well, y'all, I came on because I did get a chance to watch a few people, and I must admit, it's not too much going on in the sector, but what I did see, and a lot of it was about me. I saw stuff with Brooks and Peels and all of this, but can I say this? It ain't all that serious. It is really not all that serious. Um, I'm looking at Rico going after Castro, going after Tommy, and he has this and this, and I'm like, okay, y'all really take this seriously. And this is when you tell people go touch grass, get your life together. It's not all that deep. It should be a show. When this stuff gets to the point where you are seriously affected by it, get up and go to the mall or take a break or something. It's just not that serious, you all. And people are getting moved and unnerved and pissed off from people they don't know, people who they'll probably never meet, and you losing sleep. For what? I don't know Rico. I don't know him personally. All I know is some of the shit he's done on YouTube, but that's his issue, not mine. Stop making people issues yours. And if they talk about you, so what? Some of these people got issues, y'all. But don't let these people get in your head and do all kind of stuff. Don't let people do that. You really need to know who you are, and that's no lie. Uh, yeah, there are no friends on YouTube, and I don't understand why y'all think that people are your friends. Just because people like you one day, that doesn't mean they're gonna like you the next day. These people change as quick as people change draws. At least some people. So they'll like you today, and they'll be cussing you out tomorrow. We see it all the time. So I don't know why we get so touched and bothered when the crap happens. People are showing you who they are. And this is why, again, I don't want to meet some of, these people like, I want to meet you. No, you don't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah. What's up? What's up, you all? I am enough. How you doing? I am enough. I have been doing extremely well. It's been a very productive week. And I have not had a chance to really watch YouTube. I've watched it, and yeah, now I see Shawn Bradley coming back talking about Brianna. Oh, Jesus. If that girl want to move to Patreon, she should move to Patreon. If people want to take her stuff, they're going to take it. We've seen that too. There are no, unfortunately, there are no fair players in this sector as well. It is what it is, y'all. I mean, we done been here, we done seen the evolution of it, and it's no need to really, really get all upset and bent out of shape. I mean, yeah. Let me say this though. At the end of the day, invest in yourself. At the end of the day, do something for you. At the end of the day, do what you have to do. Now, I heard Brianna, and I thought it was very foolish. I think because, Brianna's finishing college, and I think that's a feat. I think that's great. Now, nobody's trying to kiss Brianna's butt. I've always been an advocate of, higher ed. So Brianna has finished her degree program, or pretty close to finishing it. She's getting ready for her party, and as she should, you know. And so I heard what Brianna was saying. She was saying a certain content creator was like, had issues with that. And I'm like, that's a hater. Baby, you move on. Brianna, that was an accomplishment. You finished. Celebrate. Get a wish list. I'll see what I can get on the wish list because baby, I'm the girls say I'm house poor. So make it moderate because I don't have no money. She's asking all the men to give her money. No, I don't give. Get a wish list, and I'll get some off that wish list. Don't be giving money out like that. What's up, Hershey? I'm up early, you all, because around about like 7, I got to go over some stuff and then move on from there. Pizaro was doing the fraternity and the sorority and the secret society thing, and I just think it's interesting. The perspectives of it. It's interesting. I ain't gonna say nothing else. It's interesting. Everybody has the right to do what he or she or they want to. But, people can be critical. People can, scrutinize. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Hershey Girl, ain't nothing going on here. I viewed a few things and I'm like, okay, it's the same old, same old. Hershey, which girls are fighting? Girl, I can't tell you who fighting, who not. Thank you, Jay Parrish. I can't tell you who fighting and who's not fighting. I just think it's really weird, and I'm telling you, just get tired of it. I don't know. It's just the point that you say, okay, whatever. If you say that, it is what it is. If you want to do that, it is what it is. You know. But I tell you what, in this season, if I detect the least bit of shade towards me in my presence, I'll deal with it. I'm not going out to seek shade, but yeah, Castro, Tommy, Rico, it's a bowl of a mess. I heard a little bit about what Castro was saying. Um, huh. What you think, Hershey? So Tommy, Rico, and Castro, I guess, are in a tussle. Why are they in a tussle? Number one. Why are they in a tussle? Number two, what do y'all think? So my two questions are: why are they in a tussle? And what y'all think about it? I heard Castro slash talking to Rico as he was listening to his commentary. I heard a little bit. My name was mentioned, which I'm like, baby, whatever. I mean, just sad. But why are they fighting? Why are they fighting, baby? I'm not even. And why are they fighting? Why are those three fighting? Of all people, they need to be collecting their money and pooling it together. Why are they fighting though? I mean, because Castro was over there upset, and then um, Hershey, she was somebody who used to be over here and left. That's who she is. That's who she is. I have no idea what that's about. I have no idea what that's about, but it's a lot going on, and I'm above the fray, baby. I'm gonna let these girls sit here and fight. Look, these people want to sit here and fight, and they want you to fight back with them, and it's like, okay, if that's what you said. Tommy was playing Rico's commentary and also was dragging him. Oh, Hershey, yeah. You know how it is. These girls be uber sensitive. You mention their name and they start crying and I mean, I'm like, okay. Tommy, Rico, and Castro. They One is living off the government, two is living off the government, one living off his uncle with government assistance. Baby, honey, these welfare queens are just doing the most. And I'm just chilling. I'm like, they sitting here fighting each other. And yeah, I haven't been watching him either. It's just sad. And I guess they think because they talk about you, you supposed to be upset. Hoes walk around. I'm sitting here chilling. I got some brunch to go to. Ain't nobody got time for that. And nobody got time for it. So again, I'm gonna make my coin. I'm gonna let these girls be angry. These girls are angry, they bitter, they got traumatic childhood trauma going on. They fighting each other. Instead of moving ahead, they trying to pull other folk down, not knowing that they are behind. And you just sit here and watch. It's just like you just shake your head. It's like, really? It's just crazy. It's just crazy, Hershey. I'm just chilling. You can't believe you look at this stuff and it's like, are you serious? Same old reads. But like I said, and I'm gonna say it again, what you talking about me, how that's helping you? How that's helping you? How that's helping you getting teeth? How that's helping you do what you need to do in your life? I mean, it is what it is. Baby, I do think you're right about that. Depression is very real. It manifests itself in different ways. Hey, what's up? Hershey, what's up?
Jay Wilson, can you hear me?
Yes, Hershey, I can hear you. What's going on?
It's a lot going on, Jay Wilson. It is a lot. When I say, okay, let me try to puzzle because I have like a little hangover because I was a little tipsy.
Okay.
There's a lot going on, Jay Wilson. So
Well, you
I
know what?
woke
You know
up.
more. You know more than I do
Wait,
because
I think
again,
I have a delay. Is it me or is
it,
it?
it may
I
be
think I
you
have a.
because because I'm
Wait a
I'm
minute. I have
chilling.
a Jay Wilson. Wait a minute. I have a delay because when you speaking to me, you can hear. Okay, I think I have a delay, but let me try to speed it up. Let me drop down because I have a delay because I'm hearing my conversation like twice. I'm gonna drop down for a second.
Okay. Hershey is dropping down for a second. She'll be back up. She said there's a lot going on. Girl, I couldn't tell you. Like I said, I think it was Castro or Tommy. Somebody was commenting on somebody's stuff. Um, I saw Bree. I saw a little bit of Pizarro. Um, yeah, I just this has been a few people. The people are still talking about faith. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I said what I said. Child, bye. I ain't gonna be beating that dead horse. Um, yeah. So that's it. And I saw the Tommy Castro thing. So, like I said, I haven't been really checking up. And then somebody was talking about. I can't think who was talking about Peels and Brooke. I heard somebody talking about Peels and Brooke and Malik. And I'm like, okay, okay. I'm like, okay, this is it. It's like we trying to make something big and it ain't big. You know what I'm saying? It's like we tried to make small stuff large to have commentary. I guess. Okay, let me see. I think this is Hershey. What's up?
Jay Wilson, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Hershey.
Oh, okay, now I sound a little, but I think that's probably my other phone. So wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, so let me try to get my head together real quick. Okay, so I'm waking up. First, I would like to give God a praise for letting me wake up to see another fabulous day.
Okay,
Absolutely,
now.
amen. Hallelujah, won't he do it? Anyway, moving on. So I didn't even was able to eat breakfast yet. Still early,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm sipping my iced coffee. Jay Wilson, remind you, I was had a couple drinks last night and stuff like that. So I was on
Mm-hmm.
here cutting up. I was on here cutting up and stuff like that. I was listening to a couple replays and stuff like that. I was listening to Mother clean up. Mother was dragging somebody. Mother said somebody looked like Miss Piggy. It was a lot going on.
Oh, so that
So I
that
also heard
he still fight with Kiki. That's Kiki. Go ahead.
oh, Kiki, okay, Kiki. Oh, Jesus, the one with the
Mm-hmm.
red bra. Okay, so Ken was
Yeah.
dragging her as well. Ken was dragging her as well. I peeked my head over there, and Ken Nola was dragging her and Octavia. It was very entertaining. Ken had like 400 people in his room and stuff like that. I said, God bless America. There's a lot going on. Then I said, okay,
Mm-hmm.
well, let me see what's going on with Stop Down. Stop Down, reading and dragging, roasting and toasting and stuff like that. And he dragging Rico. Yesterday, Rico was over there trying to get up on a Stop Down lane. And Honeybee and Stomp there was tag teaming, dragging Rico and stuff like that. And Rico dropped down. And then Rico tried to with Stomp down, moderator Dark Impress. Honey, she came up on the panel and cleaned him up lovely. Fabulous job, Dark Impress. Then I'm also hearing this name, Faith. I said, well, who is that? So that's why I typed in the chat. I said, Jay Wilson, who is Faith? And stuff like that. I don't know. Did they say Catherine? What is Sister Catherine down there in the chat? Sister Catherine. They said Sister Catherine was over there, uh, talking about you. I said, well, where was this? They said that Catherine was over there talking about your weight loss and stuff like that. Over there on Living Pain. I said, oh no, not Sister Catherine. So I don't know what's going on, but they about to tell you that as well and stuff like that. If you get time, you gotta go listen to what she was saying over there on
But
Living
you know
Pain.
me,
Sister Catherine,
but
Sister
Hershey,
Catherine.
I have blocked people for that. I don't care what people really have to say about me. I am going
Uh-huh,
to say what I need to say about them and move
uh-huh,
on. And see, that's the
uh-huh,
problem. People internalize stuff. I don't know these hoes. I don't. I don't. I come and do my commentary. I say what I
uh-huh,
need to say and I move
uh-huh.
on. I haven't heard Catherine
And
say
Jay Dunn
anything, but
also
I'm
was
sure there's an explanation. Go ahead.
yeah. Okay. Jay Dunn was also dragging Sister Catherine. Said, "Oh my God, Sister Catherine is staying in a lot of fool la la." So when Jay Dunn had to correct Catherine and stuff like that about Jay Dunn ain't striking nobody until after Black History Month, for some reason somehow Catherine they got swiggled up in there and stuff like that, and Jay Dunn had to say, "Well, oh wait a minute, hold up before I shut my live down." Catherine, I would like to say something to you. She had to correct Catherine, and Catherine dropped down and stuff like that. It was very entertaining and stuff like that. But J Dub had to put it in her place and stuff like that. I say, God bless
It's
her.
only a matter of time that you let people continue to do things, and like I said, I'm really not sure. I haven't heard anything. I
They said
didn't go
Shotgun Car
over.
almost caught on fire. They said Shotgun Car almost caught on fire. They say he got a flat
It
tire.
did. It
I said, oh
did. Well, we
God,
almost see
not
that. We
a flat
almost saw that.
tire. Jeez Louise. I
Yeah.
mean, not a flat tire. They say he
hmm
over there. They say he over there lighting up Christmas cards. Is that
I think it was. I think it was. I think it was a content creator's invitation that he was burning, and it got really intense. And don't know where he was parked. It could have been a area full of dead grass or something, but he had to stump it out. So people were watching that. What's up? What's up, Lady Sparkles? But Hershey, people will always talk about me. It is what it is. No, and
Talk about you
eventually
talk about Jesus Christ. You made it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's no big issue. I didn't know what was really going on. And it seems
Yeah,
like a lot is going on, but it's really nothing.
you the brand prize. I love it.
No, well, it is what it is. I have been chilling. It's a lot have been going on this week. So yeah.
I
Hmm.
see that's it's take over there swinging and banging it's kicking and screaming and stuff like that. Honey, it's a lot going on. It's a
Mm.
lot going on. And that's they put her video on private. I said, why you put it on private? Boy, you lit. Sir Kane go over there dragging, reading and roasting and stuff like that. They say they think Sir Kane is the one that was taking their living channel and stuff like that on the back end. It's a lot going on. It's a lot
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
It's a lot of speculation and stuff, and yeah, it's really interesting. I just think that Hershey. I'm listening, and again, it's like I don't know these folk, and it's the beef sector. Folk gonna talk they mess, but at the end of the day, you do you. You come on, you say what you gotta say, and you move it on. Like you were talking about faith. I done said what I needed to say, and I done moved on. Again, because people try to get every little piece they can. They try to squeeze every little drop they can out of a situation, and the situation was done a long time ago, but people extend it because again, I guess people are starved for content, and I guess that's what they do. It is what it
Uh-huh.
is. It is what it
I see,
is.
yeah, I see Mr. Tim over there dragging somebody from a church something they Thais. Who was this? Which was Thais? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going
Well,
on.
Ty East actually came over here. Hold on, Hershey. I'm going to tell you who he is. Ty East
Okay.
actually came over and dropped $100 in my uh, super chat because he's fighting Tim. So Thais is very petty, and he and Tim they started off decently, but then along the way something happened, and then they started reading each other. So Tim and Thais is fighting, and if you know, because he gave me $100, uh, now it has really sparked the fire
How's
because
everything
Thais.
with you and St. James? I haven't seen St. James over here, stuff like that. Is everything okay?
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm good. I mean, I don't keep tabs on people, Hershey. People do what they want to do. I mean, freely you come, freely you leave. I don't put tabs on people.
Because
Yeah.
I heard somebody by the name of Faith say that she was stranded. Was she stranded in the woods? Is everything okay?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What was said was that that particular individual had financial difficulties on a trip. Allegedly. And I say allegedly because I wasn't there, but it was allegedly she had some financial issues allegedly on a trip. And that's why a lot of this stuff has come about and, some stuff is going on. But like I said, I wasn't on the trip.
Uh-huh. Well, I will also enjoy your mother live. Mother was talking about Truth Enterprise. Mother said Truth Enterprise stop digging up old skeleton bones and start talking about what's going on in your real life and stuff like that. Something about a rehab in jail and stuff like that. It's a lot going on.
Oh, it's a
It's
lot
a lot
going
going
on.
on.
It's a lot going on, Hershey.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on, Jay Wilson. I'm here for it. I got
Mm.
front row seat.
Well, there's a lot going on.
I hear Pizarro over there screaming and yelling and stuff like that because Libby said that Pizarro trying to get his channel took it down, calling people black niggas and stuff like that. It's a
You
lot
know
going
what
on.
though? Let me say this. I'm so tired of this lemon thing. We don't know who's trying to take his channel down. I mean, we don't know Trump might be trying to take his channel down. We really don't know. But I do know though that Pizarro, y'all pray for Pizarro. So Pizarro gave StreamYard too much money, and baby it done took out her account, and Pizarro is hollering over there.
Wait a minute, what
Pizarro.
happened?
So I guess Pizarro. So instead of getting a monthly StreamYard subscription, she wound up
Yeah.
doing it for the whole year, and so
Wow.
StreamYard took that money out. And
Wow.
baby Pizarro is over there having an old nasty piece of Jerry Lewis telethon over there to get that money raised. Baby, I was
I
laughing.
see
Hey
Donald, I
man,
see Donald Trump. I see Donald Trump made everybody off get up off their ass and get a job. I see Pizarro got a job. Congratulations. Shout out to Donald Trump. I see Rico working. Shout out to Donald Trump. Honey, I love it. I love it. Time to work. Time to work. So I hear Pizarro say
Well,
she
let me say
working.
this. I don't know what's going on with lemon. I'm lemon out because of lemon. I can't eat key lime pie. I can't do lemonade. I don't do nothing with citrus in it. I'm just so tired. I mean, just leave the boy. Y'all just leave the boy channel alone so he can go do what he got to do. I mean, but it's a mess out there. And like I said, Tommy Castro and Rico's fighting, and I mean, do they really care? Rico is way in New York, y'all in Arkansas. All of this foolishness, y'all all struggling. So really, I mean, again, all of this is y'all think, and see, again, I'm listening to people and y'all will throw out what y'all have real quick. You notice that? So if people think they doing a look, they'll throw out what they got. Before, I got this, and I'm listening, and I'm like, really, really. So again, don't now. I'm tired of y'all saying, Jay, you think you better than other people, and da da da. But I'm listening to y'all do the same thing. And my thing is, I don't think I'm better than anyone. I keep on saying some people make better choices than others. Some people have made some really costly choices that has put them back. But I don't think I'm better than anybody.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm better than nobody. But some of our choices are not the best.
Oh yeah.
Pastor, can you
Exactly.
please give the rundown on this Tommy Castro? I don't know how it started. I don't know if Hershey knows. I don't know how it started with Tommy Castro and Rico. I really don't know. All I woke up to is somebody playing somebody's tape or their StreamYard and commenting on it, and that's all I know. I don't know how it happened.
It's a mess. It's a whole mess. I'm over here trying to
You know how it happened, Hershey?
huh?
You know how it happened? You know how those three started fighting?
Wait a minute. I don't know how the way it happened because by the time I was able to start listening to Stomp Down commentary that he just did like a few hours ago, you came on. So I heard a little bit glimpse of it, but yeah, y'all gonna have to go over there to Stomp Down to see like, cause he played the whole. I don't know what's going on, but the only thing I heard was something about cash apps, cigarettes, and Tommy played Rico commentary, and Tommy poured beer and another can of beer. It's a lot. It's just a hot funky mess. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Baby, let me tell you something. These girls got alcoholism like nobody's business. If it ain't Kiki drunk, now I did see her trying to read Mother drunk, slurring, trying to read. And I'm like, could you get sober? Could you at least get sober? And you're right. Tommy drinking that beer.
Don't
I
talk
mean,
about her.
he drinking
She
that
gonna
beer
say you
like
hating on her.
water.
Don't talk about her. She gonna say you hating on her because she light skinned, child. No, and she pretty. Don't talk about her. Don't bring her name up, honey. She light skinned, honey. Can't do that, honey, because she is light skinned, child. So leave it up to her, honey. She look good. She the queen of Sheba. So that's coming from Kiki.
Okay.
Octavia over there swinging and banging for her, stuff like that. Kid Nola said Octavia got bad boobs. It's
Baby, it's a mess.
it's a lot going on.
It's a mess. But I did hear her try to read Mother, uh, drunk, of course.
Not drunk.
And yeah, I'm like, okay, okay. I'm surprised he
Was she
even going
slurring?
out and knowing her situation.
Was she slurring over there?
She was what I heard she was. Um, and you all, can I say this again? Look, eventually, what people think about you will come out. Now, again, I haven't heard certain things, but
Uh-huh.
give it a moment. I'll hear it. I'll deal with it. But y'all gotta know that this is YouTube. These people will love you today and kick you in your back tomorrow. This is why I say there are no friends on YouTube. We are all subcontractors. You hear me? These girls will ride with you hard, and the next thing you know, in the right circumstance in the situation, you the worst thing since sliced bread. This is why you cannot get your emotions tied up in here. This is why you don't be getting close. This is why I'm not on the phone with people because again, we're not friends. And in beef sector, especially YouTube beef sector, is very transactional. It's who's up today and down tomorrow. And again, a lot of people get caught up in this mess because they're really trying to have friends. I have friends in real life. This is a job. Keep it a job, and you will keep yourself free from a lot of stuff. Pastor, I got morbidly curious and got me one of Tommy's beer. It wasn't bad. Tastes good, light, but don't know. I don't know how that boy can crush cans after can after can. Boonky, you tried it yourself. Baby, you tried it yourself, Boonky. You said it ain't too bad, but you don't understand how you can drink it over and over again. I don't know either.
Well,
Mm-mm.
but I want to hear what Rico got to say because you know Rico's so gangster and stuff like that. When did he go to Arkansas and beat up Tommy?
You know what though? I'm so tired of it's people can't afford to do that. They already got I'm gonna tell you what, God already blessed them not to be incarcerated for that dog incident. So
Right.
if the Lord done got you out of that, don't go back into something and get another
Don't they got
record.
court dates coming up pretty soon?
Huh?
I say, don't they got court dates coming up pretty soon? I got no paper here. Don't they got
Mhm.
court dates
They
coming up?
act like they don't. They act like they don't. They act like their freedom is already given.
They better focus on that. They got more fish to fry instead
Matt,
of
Matt
focusing on
Hershey, you told the truth. I'm sitting here, Tommy, I guess, because cussing me out and talking about me, which he has every right to because it's YouTube. I mean, it's content. But like I keep on saying, you cursing me out is not helping you keep your freedom. You still got a court date. You still got these things going on. And I thought Castro was in a good place because again, he wasn't out doing a whole lot of mess, but now let me tell y'all something. Focus on what's important. This YouTube is not that important. It's a coin, it's an ends to a means, but it's not that important. And what y'all doing is you are getting a lot of buffoonery and people are watching it and they just, I mean, I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, baby, this is a mess. I can understand when we were in the wild, wild west of YouTube because no one really knew, but a lot of the OGs have walked so y'all can run. A lot of us have kind of navigated this system. And when we tell y'all something, it's because we probably done been through it or seen something and what has gone on. So, but people don't listen. And I think it's worse now than it was then. I mean, when people are falling asleep drunk and then falling out the chairs, I mean, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. And I just think it's really sad. And I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just think these choices that are made now, folk need to step back. And then people need to know how people in this sector are agitators. Their whole job is to kick up strife. They're to separate people. They're helping, they try to make people second guess themselves or who they are. And they do a really good job of it. And I just sit back and watch because like I said, I don't know these people. And I mean, if you look, if you had to say, tell it Hershey, girl, I'm looking like Bill Cosby, baby, I got wrinkles everywhere. I'm sitting there laughing because at the end of the day, even if I do,
But the ones that
Uh,
talk about the wrinkles, you got to look at them. Be like, the nerve of you. Have you looked in the mirror?
but
See,
it's
I
no
just
big
don't
whoop.
understand how
But
people
like I
criticize.
said, Hershey, I'll be 56 next month, coming up in a couple of days, and I embrace it. I embrace every bit of it. And I'm just happy that what I decide to do, I do it.
Correct.
So yeah, I just think it's really interesting. Um, but people whole job, Hershey, is to do this, and it works, and it's like clockwork. And you say something about these people, and these people get all up in arms. I almost blocked somebody because I'm like, look, if you can't bring me news that I can use, then you need to move. I don't need to know what XYZ said. I can go see it. As a matter of fact, I saw a few clips of folk
Uh-huh.
really not pleased with me. But I sit back and chuckle at that stuff because I'm like, I don't know y'all hoes, and keep on going. I mean,
Right.
got trips planned. Whether you like the trips or not, or you think they're appropriate trips, is mine, and it's already paid for, and I don't need sponsors to pay for it. I mean, you do what you got to do.
Then you don't
I
even
don't
got to
even
pay
know
for
if
the
I'm
whole
going to even
interview.
film it. I don't even know. I might take pictures and post it afterwards, but I don't even know if I want to come online because I'm like, I'm here to enjoy myself. So I'm even debating that. It's no big whoop to me. But I just think that we have a lot of detractors here. And, according to Brianna, and this is according to Brianna, she mentioned that it was a certain content creator who was kind of pissed off because I was like, hey, Brianna's graduating, congratulations. And when you can't congratulate somebody on accomplishment, then it goes to show you who you really are. Now, y'all know I don't get along with Brianna that much, but it's not beneath me, or it's not going to kill me to say, hey, congratulations for finishing that degree.
Wait a minute. So what Brianna says? So Brianna was saying somebody. Wait a minute, run that by me one more time. Somebody was doing what?
Brianna said your best friend in Washington was upset or had something smart to say because I was congratulating her on her graduation. And so it came to her attention. And so she was saying that, she was talking about F that graduation or da 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 da. It was almost like she was trying to minimize what Brianna did, which is a feat because Brianna is working on YouTube. At one point, child, she had all them cheering at her house and still can finish a degree. I think that's a feat. And my thing is, if it was so trivial and why don't you do it? That's what I'm like. If it was, it's why don't you do it then? But I'm learning that these people try to tear down people's accomplishments. And my thing is this: instead of building up, they're tearing down. I'm always going to give honor where honor's due. Jay Dunn, I'm not gonna lie, Jay Dunn has been doing really good commentary. It ain't gonna
Yeah.
kill me to say she giving good commentary. Now, Jay Dunn is gonna add her little extra on it, but it is what it is. I mean, if she's
Yeah.
doing good commentary, she's doing good commentary. Baby, these hoes so hateful, they can't even give people their props. It always has to be some hate mixed in it. And I'm like, it goes to show you that's how insecure that's what insecure people do.
Uh-huh. Well, I would say congratulations. I would say congratulations to that's when she get a brace on her leg. See, it's a lot of ways that a person can
Oh
say
Jesus.
congratulations. I could say congratulations when she get work done to her teeth. I could say congratulations when she get the brace for her legs. I would say congratulations when she get the surgery to get the knock knees together and stuff like that. It's a lot of things. I could say congratulations if she lose weight and stuff like that. It's a lot of things that Hershey will say congratulations, Ness. You finally got work done to your knees and your legs. You got the brace. You see how easy that is? I like it. Carry on.
It's interesting. Yeah, I am a little concerned about the Israel Iran United States thing. And again, every time something comes up that threatens the president, he always want to strike a country. My thing is, I want you to attack them Epstein files and start talking about that. I want them to subpoena him because again, now They found new documentation of criminal activity, and he's already a felon. So I ain't even going
Well,
to
well,
pass.
well, Chuck Schumer let it be known. He at the hearing, no, Chuck Schumer was talking to the reporters outside. Chuck Schumer has said that there are 50 Epstein files pages that's missing. And they are, so he said we know that it's 50 pages that's missing. He said that, look, listen here, y'all can sit here, I'm saying it in nigga term. He's basically, he said you can sit here and play stupid if you want to, we don't give a fuck about none of that. And people also was questioning the Republicans. They saying, hey, why y'all questioning Hillary Clinton? And Hillary Clinton didn't have no affiliation with Epstein, but who did have some type of affiliation with Epstein was Melania. So if you're going to investigate and grill down Hillary Clinton, now people got to understand Hillary Clinton ain't new to this. Hillary Clinton did a hearing one time for 19 hours. She sat there and did a hearing for 19 hours. So this ain't nothing new to Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton didn't have anything to do with the FC
Yeah,
files. But
Hillary Clinton wasn't a model. She wasn't a model, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's how he got his wife. Don't get me started, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
oh, cause he like the the young girls. Cause remember he used to be
Mm,
in the beauty pageant dressing room with them underage girls.
yeah, yeah, and a lot of them. Anyway, it's sad. The man has implicated himself. I have never seen. Again, you all. I think the beef sector can be a little like what we're seeing now. We give people passes, whereas back in the day they would have been gone, but we continue to give them passes. And I see the same thing. I mean, what this man is doing, if it was any other president, they would have been impeached and gone. But they have allowed this man to do this, and I'm telling you, I, I'm I'm just waiting. Tuesday,
When you hear about this scandal that he's trying to push out there about the early election, he
yes,
said that
and again, that's not true.
child,
Because he's afraid that they may lose, and so that's what they're
and
trying to do.
they are using because
Yeah.
I heard that Texas, y'all had early vote or something like that, and basically what they were saying was the way it looked like the Democrats is about to come back and take over.
Well, that's how it looks, but I'm always cautious to see what goes on. I did my early voting already, and Democrats have outvoted the Republicans, but we will see. We will see. We'll see what happens. Let me see something here, Hershey. Pastor, so you are basically saying that you no longer want the shenanigans of the beef sector. You only want the serious info brought to you. Interested in your answer? No. What I'm trying to say is if I want to find out who said what about me, I can easily find it. It's not hard. So I don't need anybody sending that to me. But if there's something that I need to know, then send it. And the people who know. The people who know. I mean, the people who really know. And I'm that's all I'm gonna say. So that's all I'm gonna say. It's really funny because everybody thinks Catherine Powell is my secret informant. Baby, there are many. There are many, and it's really interesting what people think. But I will never tell. I will never tell. I used to because people used to do some stuff, but I've learned how to decipher some things and move on. But I will say I don't tell my sources, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Everybody got their informants, and that's it. So now I haven't heard from Yusef lately, so that's going to be really interesting. With
He's
the
out of,
huh?
he's out of jail.
Uh,
He's
I think they said they got a bail. I think they bailed him out, if I'm not mistaken. And I haven't heard anything after that. I think Yusuf did himself some disservice when he sent that stuff to content creators, and then he was on the phone with Queen Tulsa. So I'm like, boy, you crazy. Oh yeah, yeah. You didn't catch it when Tulsa had him, and she had it televised, and he didn't know that he was on, and he was talking. Oh yeah, honey, Tulsa did some nasty work. hmm I'm telling you, it ain't no friends on YouTube. And this is the thing, you all. Content creators and subbies alike. Content creators and subbies alike. These people try to befriend you, and it's not really genuine. They're trying to befriend you for information. They befriend you and love bomb you, send you cash because they want information. And then when Mad Day comes, they turn. Subscribers, stop trying to get close to these content creators. These content creators will use you. Now, will all of them do that? No, but we've seen what has happened. This is
Right.
why there is a gulf between me and
Uh-huh.
subscribers. I have met subscribers in person. I have
Uh-huh.
met them, but that's it. I am not calling people every day. I'm not asking for nothing. And again, you all, I'm telling you, I hope somebody's listening. When people start getting in your personal life,
Right.
that needs to be a red flag. As long as Vivian and I have been corresponding, because like I said, we're doing these cases and stuff. I have never asked Vivian any personal questions. Me and Vivian are not on that level where we are digging in each other's lives and stuff, unless it's critical, like when Vivian mom passed away, we dealt with that, but again, I'm not deeply immersed in Vivian's life and vice versa. And I am seeing a lot of you subbies getting attached to these content creators only for hurt and pain in the end. Because in the end, they're going to turn on you. But it's a flip side to that too. Because content creators, everybody who gets close to you ain't trying to do you well either. This is why I tell people,
I see
people are,
Shakim over there. I see Shakim over there, pulling out receipts and doxing somebody by the name of Black Girl Code. And it was crucial. I had to clutch my pearls. I said, "What in the hell?" And now he's over there. Somebody by the name of Barbara Walter or Barbara Warner or something like that.
but these
It's
subbies will never learn. But the subbies don't learn because again, you don't want to attach yourself to these content creators. Look, you all.
something about a package being delivered and stuff like that. And Shakim saying somebody sending drugs through packages and stuff like that. I said, what in the FBI
Wow.
is going on? I said, wait a minute. Somebody is transferring drugs in a box.
But
What?
again,
You pay us.
y'all keep on messing with these people. These people have told you exactly who they are. We know what these people do. We see these people, they don't even keep relationships in their real life. And then you think, and everybody think they're different. You all become collateral damage to some of these content creators.
Uh-huh.
Y'all really need to chill. Let me say this. Stop trying to go backstage. Watch the show and go home.
And
Watch the
brush your
show
teeth.
and
And
go
brush
home
your
and
teeth.
brush your teeth. Let me give you all this. So I work for a company and I used to have access to a lot of the major preachers who were on TV. And after seeing some of them, if I didn't know Jesus for myself, and if I had to see Jesus in them, baby, I would not be a Christian right now. Because I've seen people get sloppy drunk. I've seen womanizing. I've seen a whole lot of stuff. And then you start seeing people who for their realness, and you step back. And I'm just saying, we must. It has to be a fine line, and y'all keep on crossing these lines. and y'all get hurt. Content creators get hurt. Y'all get hurt. And that's the sad part about it. You can't do that. You keep it business. And I know people like, ooh, that's kind of cold and informal, but that's how you have to be. Because if you're not, you're going to have a lot of heartache. You're going to have a lot of hurt. Baby, these people are transactional.
How was Rodney? I haven't seen Rodney over here.
I don't know. Can I say this, Hershey? People come and they go. I don't track people. I don't
I
track
see him.
people. I don't track people. I don't know. And my thing is I don't wish anybody any baby, I don't. But I don't track
Oh,
people. So I don't really know how he's doing. Last I heard he's doing okay. But I don't.
uh-huh.
And I'm serious about that. Freely you come, freely you leave. You don't hear me crying. I am not one of those content creators that be cussing people out because they went to somebody else. I don't own people. I don't own people.
Child, and Rico thought he was turning it over there on Stop Damn Channel, and he gonna try to drag Outspoken, honey. And Outspoken jumped up on that panel and dragged him, and then I jumped up on that panel and dragged him, and then Stop Damn Cash and took a coin, and so to bring his funky ass back on over there and stuff like that, honey. He got that old nasty piece of $10, honey. He went right to the bank. What is they call? To the store to go get himself a $10 pack of cigarettes. And then he came back on live. He was saying he was so happy he got a cash ad. It's pathetic. It's very, very pathetic. And Rico, that lady of Dark Empress, she dragged you. It was very entertaining. I said, well, all right. I
But
was
you know
happy
what
for
though? You get to the point where you can't do no more. You can't do anymore because you see what's going on, you see what's happening, and I'm to the point now where why do you need to read when life is already reading you? I, it is what it is, and I mean, at this particular point, I step back because I look at these people, they don't invest in themselves, they don't think enough of themselves.
it. Some of them, you don't even gotta argue with them, honey. You just look at them and be like, honey, you just an easy read. Like Nas, that's an easy read. Rico, he's an easy, honey. These busted bricks are easy reads. Seriously, you don't even gotta scoop that low, honey. You just look at you like, honey, you just an easy read. Move around, go brush your teeth, go sit in the
Mm.
tub, dush,
It's a
soak
lot
soak
going
that.
on.
It
But
is
can
a
I can
lot
I
going
say this
on.
though? But again, Hershey, when you got life and you really don't have a lot of time. And I don't know, like I said, and I don't know how much time I have on the YouTube beef sector scene. I really don't. But I am
Mhm.
it is getting old and you see the people doing the same old thing. Um, no
Mhm.
progress, no nothing. And again, when you have somebody like Brianna
Uh-huh.
progressing, then folk want to say something. And again, Brianna has lost the channel. Brianna is planning to go on Patreon. That's her business. I don't know how that's going to work. But one thing I can say, we can look at Brianna on YouTube, but YouTube does not determine your success off of YouTube. We have a lot of people who are successful on YouTube, but how are they successful? How are they drinking all night? Are they inebriated? Are they causing strife and chaos? So look how they get the fame. And then you wonder what are they doing outside of YouTube? If you would follow them with a camera, would you be like, ooh, this is sad? Or would you be like, oh my goodness, I didn't know they were doing all of that? And again, I think that's the big thing. That's the big thing. And you got to ask yourself, when you click this camera off, what's really going on? What's really tea? And see, that's what you got to realize. So I'm looking at these people and they talking about they read and then that's great. But at the end of the day, when you cut the camera off, what are you really doing? That's why I tell people, when you know what's going on in your real life and people, and again, the more they know, the more they going to read you. This is why I tell people, y'all come up here and put y'all business out. Y'all come up here and taking people to y'all doctor's appointments. I was mortified when that situation happened. I'm like, are you serious? Y'all taking people to y'all caseworker events and stuff. I'm like, are you serious? Because people want to be transparent, but I'm like, that baby, that's too much. Y'all doing too much. And then when people read you on that, then you want to cry. But I just think that people do too much. But when you don't have friends, when you don't have people that could be a sounding board to say, maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you need to back up off that. When you don't have that, this is what you get. And I'm just saying, subbies, y'all don't need to be getting attached to these content creators because soon as things go wrong, they're gonna throw you under the bus or they're gonna put you out there and talk about you. And the thing is, and I'm gonna tell you, some of these content creators are not rap tight because when they start seeing you over somebody else's place that they don't like, all of a sudden now you are a target because they feel emotional attachment to you. And see, that's a dangerous thing too. That's why I tell people freely you come, freely you leave. I don't tell my moderators where they can moderate. I don't do none of that because again, you can say that you don't care about your folk. No, it's not that. But I'm not emotionally attached. This is a job. This is a show. Once the show is over, it is done. But you all, some of these content creators are truly emotionally attached to you all. And even though y'all giving that money and stuff, as soon as you start, as they say, moving funny, you become the target. You become the target now. And they'll be, have you, Hershey, haven't we heard this? I was loyal to you. I defended you, and this is what you gonna do to me, and you gonna go to my ops and everything, and you gonna do this and this and this. We've heard that. And it's like, well, damn, were y'all sleeping together? And even though we know you weren't sleeping together, it's almost like y'all emotional attached because now you done gave some money, y'all done talked on the phone and all of this stuff. And these people are emotionally attached to you. And as soon as you start talking to someone else, they feel betrayed, knowing that I don't know you for real. But this is what happens when you cross those lines. So Hershey been asking me, where's this person? Where's it? I don't know because we don't talk like that. And my thing is out of sight, out of mind. If you want to be seen, you'll be seen. If you don't, you won't. And it is what it is.
Right.
I'm being real. I'm being real because again, I'm seeing a lot of emotional attachment, and with that comes some danger because these people start getting upset, and again they get emotionally attached, and subscribers as well. Y'all done sent these people all of this money, and then they don't call your name out, and then you get pissed off, and it's like, baby, it ain't all that deep. And let me say with me, I appreciate any cash app you giving me. I mean, even the stuff that you all have, but no one owns me. No one can tell me where to go or who because it's a show. And I want Ride or Lives to be very, very clear on that. Very clear on that. Because again, I appreciate you all, but I'm not here love bombing and fake loving people because of what they can get. People are loving you because they can get something from you.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. Now, let me say this: it's a content creator right now, and it seems like they get sponsored for a lot of stuff. But baby, if that sponsor ever would go somewhere else, it's gonna be a problem. You hear me? It's gonna be a problem. And sometimes we lock ourselves into stuff that we shouldn't be locked into. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be a problem. You can just see the writing on the wall, and the girls don't get it. They don't see how people are treated, and then they think they're gonna be different. No, baby, you ain't no different than nobody else. Baby, these people are here for the loaves and the fish. They ain't here for your ministry. Boo, they ain't here for your ministry. They just here for the loaves and the fish. And if you stop giving loaves and fish, then that's it.
Some
What
fish
you
and
say?
grits. I said that sounds quite delicious. Some fish and grits. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's all they hear. So Hershey, I'm just being realistic. People say a lot of things, but I have learned not to be upset. People are gonna say a lot of stuff. Long as you know it ain't true, you just keep on moving. I mean, people say a lot of stuff, but it is what
Well,
it is.
Brian was talking about. He said, I remember Brian was saying, well, wonder if Jay Wilson, Boo, going to be there. And why is he so obsessed with Mark? What's going on with that? Because he's saying that Mark should come on your train trip. It should be a train trip for you and your boo. So Brian, he's very messy,
Well,
and
first
he
of
was
all,
saying,
we look. We already going on a trip before we even go on our trip because I
okay,
want to see how it is. So my thing is maybe Mark don't want to meet y'all. Maybe Mark is just far away from YouTube and he's not. Mark don't be sitting here looking at YouTube shit with me. So why do you want to meet him? You're not dating him. And see, that's the thing with these people. So my thing is, you know what? Why should he come? Because we, according to y'all, we ain't together anyhow. So if we ain't together, then why is somebody who went back with his wife gonna come with me? That's the word y'all got on the curve. So go ahead with the word y'all got on the curve. Because I can't keep nobody. Remember, I'm too old and my face is wrinkled. Remember. So again, don't worry about if the man is coming with me, because according to y'all, I don't have no man. According to y'all, he done went back to his wife. So if he's back with his wife, then why is he gonna be on the train trip?
oh yeah, because he do have wife and kids. That's the word. That's child.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wife, wife
Because
and kids.
what they say, I'm a side piece.
Child, you break it up. Happy homes, honey. Break it up.
I'm
Marriages
a
is
I'm a
that.
side piece. Let me tell you
Side
something. I've
piece.
never been a side nothing. I've always been the center of attention. Mm, always. Never been a side. Always been the main dish. Always been the entree. Never an appetizer. So I just think it's funny. I think it's funny. And so I don't know why, but he loves to bring that up. And I'm like, okay, but I don't have a man according to y'all. I don't have nobody according to y'all.
That's what Mark. He's very, very. Don't invite him on your trip. He's very creepy. You know, just keep him where he at, right on YouTube. Don't let him sit in your present and being around you and your gas and stuff like that. Cause he looked like the type that try to sneak and take pictures, like the way Ness took that picture of Talent. Remember?
Hmm.
He
Well,
didn't
they say
even know she.
no, they say that wasn't talent though.
Oh, that wasn't him because that man looked like a white albino. He looked like a albino alcoholic. So I
Mm,
was like, "Oh, praise the Lord, honey." I'm glad that wasn't him because that man was a hot, drunk, albino, pale faced man, child. So I was like, "Oh, this is the way
Let,
she."
let me see somebody say, I've always been a leader. I don't believe in giving people I don't believe in giving to people asking and getting angry every day if they don't get fed by subbies. Get a job. AdSense should suffice. Oh Jesus, I'm not. All I'm gonna say is my trip is paid for.
And you ain't gonna be
Anything?
eating that no more.
I'm so sorry. I am now. I'm here flossing because you want to keep your gums stimulated. So brush your teeth.
Well, I'm over here drinking spring water. Okay,
But
let me tell you what's
look,
good.
y'all. Look, I ain't mad at how people get their money. If people want to give them to it, let them give them. But people always say I'm begging. I have been on this apparatus now for an hour and 5 minutes. Not one time have I dropped the cash app. Not one time have I asked anybody for money. And it's funny because they always want to say that I'm the one begging, but we see what's really going on.
Child, I heard Miss Heat
Mhm.
was paying somebody. I heard Miss Heat was helping somebody with their electric bill. Is that true?
Well, it is. It's been confirmed. But that was a
Oh,
while back, though. That was a while back. That was a long time ago.
oh,
That was a long
yeah.
time ago, Hershey.
Because they had a fallout over there, over there at Uppity. And Miss Heat done, dropped a bomb and was like, I find it real funny that you talking smack, Brian, but I helped you out with your electric bill, honey. I faded. I faded to the floor. I said, "Oh God!" Not help him out with the electric bill, but it's okay. It is what it is, y'all. Me and my
Well,
mode.
people done showed you who they were. I mean,
Uh,
how many people done collected money and then go somewhere? Shout out to Lolo. I don't care what nobody say about Lolo. Lolo went to Vegas. Lolo said, I don't care what's going on. I'm going to Vegas. And shout out to Lolo for going to Vegas. A lot of people didn't do what they were supposed to do. But that's it. People gonna get the money and go, get the money and go. So we see get the money and go. So we've been seeing that as well. But that's it is what it is. And again, you can't be mad because we know what's gonna happen. A lot of this stuff I fought Lemon, and then go back to Lemon. Lemon had them people on his platform. Those people showed Lemon who they were. Look, I don't have a problem with dragons. I really don't. But dragons got a lot from Lemon. And then at the end of the day, she was the one who took that page down. I mean, but this is how these people are, baby. They diabolical. And they love that stuff. You see all of this, but I look at Lemon, I'm like, you allow these people to come on your platform, do all of this kind of stuff, and they showing you who they are. And people been telling you you don't believe people, so this is what you get. So I mean, yeah, yeah, it's deep. It's deep. But I'm gonna say with me, y'all, I let people do what they want to do. Don't think I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on, but I don't have to. I don't have to always be loud and boisterous. And y'all excuse me because I'm at my sink. I don't have to be loud and boisterous about who's doing what and who's doing this and this and this and all of the third. I know how people are, and people think they're shady too. Let me tell you, people will say things about you, and they try to low T shade you. And I get it, I get it. But like I said, in due time, everything happens in due time. In due time, and I'm learning that in due time. I have not yet apprehended everything, but in due time, everybody
Rico
knows.
got upset. Rico got upset because somebody told him a content creator was like, you know, why are people so obsessed with somebody going to get their test results about them having cancer, but you have people down here in the beef sector that don't even take their medication. Rico got upset about that, honey. Rico got upset about that, honey. He started screaming in the chat, honey. I said, oh my God. He said,
No,
take
that's
your
sad.
medication. She said,
But
take your medication.
Well, Rico does a lot of things, but again, you all, I think there's some trauma there. Um, I think there's some trauma there, y'all. And again, we can go back and forth, but I choose not to. Um, I heard Brian say
His medication.
that Jay Wilson
She said
gets
Rico not the
triggered.
only one. She said Rico not the only one down here in this sector that have the what he had. And I was like, where is she going with this? So somebody else down here with the same
Well,
illness.
everybody has it according to these folks, but let me say this again. Let me say this and be very clear on this. If you give me shade, I'm going to give you shade back. And I don't care who you are. Now, whatever you say on your platform is your business. But when you come to my platform, I'll handle you. Brian got mad because he tried to be shady with me. And I checked him. And he was like, "Oh, you so angry." No, I'm not angry. I see what you're trying to do. You try to get up and slick shade people and think you're clever, and you're not. And then when I pointed out to what he did, yeah, you right, you right. Yeah, I know I'm right. I know people like you. That's why I'm always ready. And nobody's angry, but we know that you all try to come and slick shade people on their panel. And when people catch it and they throw it back, y'all get upset. And again, that's where I go with that. And that's why I treat him the way I treat him. Let me tell y'all something. I don't pay that boy no mind. He's back and forth. He ain't gonna ever come back. He click on the link. But notice, Jay Wilson never calls for him, never tells him to come over. He comes over because he wants to come over. But once again, you're not going to cut up on my platform and think you're not going to get checked. That goes for you. Now, the difference between you and Rico is you can still come up on the platform where Rico got to get paid. Somebody got to pay $50 to get him up. And nobody's really interested in paying him $50. So he's going to be, yeah, he's never going to get on my platform. So it is what it is. Mm-hmm.
Well, Brian was playing your commentary when you was dragging Rico and stuff like that, and Brian did say Rico started the argument and stuff like that. How the way Rico it was, pressing the gas on you and stuff like that. He had to,
You still can't press no gas when you don't have a car, honey. You got to have a
right,
car to press gas.
yeah, but ooh, ooh, God, that was
Yeah,
shocking.
Hershey, you gotta have a car to press gas, baby. So
Ooh, mercy, honey.
let me say this:
Well,
I'm not mad at these people. This is what they do. Everybody's a subcontractor. I don't know Rico personally. He don't know me personally. It is what it is. I don't know Brian personally. He don't know me personally. It is what it is, and I just keep it moving.
yeah, it's a mess going on here. These people need to go see a therapist and a psychiatrist. There's a lot of people that have sound like they having mental health issues. That's what it
Yeah.
sounds
Now
like.
let me say this. Let me say this to the people. If you're doing the
Okay.
train trip, you got to have a hotel because the train doesn't leave until the next day. And so if you don't have a hotel, that means you got to find something to do from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 11 o'clock the next morning. So the train ride is more than a train ride. That train just don't come back. We ain't gonna just take the train and then no, we're staying in that town for the whole day. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay. Well, Brian, is
Mhm.
he still is Brian still going, or he's clowning?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know
Mm,
what he's gonna do. I'm not. Look,
okay.
I don't own nothing. Look, I don't own Amtrak. He ain't the only one who showed up on that event, and we still went on. We still went on and did our thing. Hmm.
Well, long as you have a good time, that's all that matters.
Hershey, I'm gonna have a great time. The hotel. Let me tell you something. The hotels are phenomenal.
Oh, okay.
Every hotel that I'm staying in has a suite. It's beautiful. Let me tell y'all
Oh, okay.
something. If y'all gonna do a trip early because the upgrades are phenomenal. So um, I will probably film at the hotel and then show, but not while I'm there. So by the time y'all get the footage, I'm already on the train heading back because these girls are they're very very vigorous when it comes to doxing and stuff. So you got to be very careful with that. But I'm very excited, and the room. I'm just very excited. So
At the end of the day, long as you have fun, that's all that matters. You live once. That's if that's what you want to do with your audience and with your peoples and stuff like that, you do it. Forget what everybody else say, child. Because I
yeah, but
wouldn't hit you.
the thing is, it's different, and I'm not moving at the beat of other people's drum. It's mine. So you know, from
I should have
the
I should
huh?
have I should have went to school. I should have went to school for hair. Let me tell you something. Nas, come to Philly so I can do your hair, bitch.
Oh my God!
Child, I should have went to school for hair. Let me tell you something. I could do old nasty piece of weave, honey, and a good old nasty piece of sewing, and a good old nasty piece of closure. That's bring your motherfucking ass down here to Philly so Hershey could do your hair, bitch. Cause I'm tired of you with that damn skunk on your head. I call it a skunk. Take that skunk off your head, honey, and come on
Hershey,
down
how
here to
did
Philly.
you and Ness get this back and forth? I mean, how did it start? Because I'm telling you, you have a disdain for her.
Yes, I do. Honey,
How
I
this
can't.
happen?
Well, once upon a time, somebody tried it with me, and yeah, and ever since it's been on, like over rock and popcorn. It is what it is. I can't stand it and stuff like that. She's nasty. She's disgusting. She's garbage, and I don't do trash. I put the trash out on Friday on trash day, so I don't do her. I don't see it for her. Never did, never will. She's not my type of judge. You know how the way y'all say it in the gay community, just honey, but she ain't my Jizz, honey. She's trash. She's garbage in my book. I don't do her. I don't do her at all. I don't do her. So yeah,
Okay.
and remember, the reason why I don't do her because I see through her. I see her. She's
Mm.
trash.
Well, I don't know her personally. I just, like I said, I see certain things, and when you see certain things, you dismiss yourself. And so I have dismissed myself. And sometimes, if I'm a bad person, then I don't want you in my presence because I don't think you need to be exposed to bad. And so again, when you say certain things, then I'm like, okay, well, we'll move on. I think people really think in this sector too that you need them. I always say your presence is appreciated, but it's really not needed. I appreciate anybody who comes over. I mean, but you know, it's not needed. And I just think that a lot of people do think that. Um, I appreciate Brian coming over. Oh my God, yeah, that crazy boy, come on over here. But is he needed? No. So again,
Oh,
you
Brian
look at
in the
that kind
chat.
of stuff, huh?
Brian down in the chat.
I don't know if he is or not. He may be. It's 6 o'clock. He may be asleep still, but I
Child,
don't
he
know.
ain't, he ain't sleep. He was just over there dragging somebody. Honey. He was dragging a few people. Honey. He ain't sleep. He right in the bushes. Got to
Okay.
sleep with it.
Well, it's not that major whether he is or not. People see what they see. Uh, yeah, I actually looked at a few videos and I'm like, child, this is what they saying. And like I said, the Tommy Castro Rico thing, I'm like, okay, I didn't know they were really warring like that until this morning, and I'm like, okay then, but it is what it is. It's just like, okay, but Hershey, it is getting to a point where you're like, okay, God, can y'all do anything else besides this? What are you doing in your life? Are you doing some stuff? And I guess this is the biggest thing with the sector.
Yeah.
You doing some awesome things, but we really can't disclose that because of the nature of the B sector. So people miss out on a lot of things. And then people will take it as you're bragging, which is not. These are things that you're accomplishing, but people see that as bragging, which is not. It's your accomplishments, right? Even with Brianna graduating and stuff, people already like, so but it's a big thing. Um, but then when you have stuff like people getting furniture put out of their house and stuff, baby, we here for that. We here for that. And not to say that we are, but it's not a good balance. It's more of a balance of tragic stuff happening that we go for, or stuff that is extremely embarrassing that we go for. But when it comes to things like accomplishments and stuff, we shun from those and we don't like those. And I just think it's sad. Now, I told Brianna to get a wish list. Yeah, she should. I mean,
Why you talking to the wish list?
because she's graduating. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and I think
Okay.
that's a major accomplishment. Whoever wants to
Right.
give, they will give. Whoever don't want to give, they don't have to. And I think that's the big thing.
I see her probably her graduation hat. She was showing everybody
Yeah.
that, and you can't get mad at the young lady. Sometimes even if you don't like her, 'cause,
But
it
that
don't
it's an
mean
accomplishment, and regardless of we like her or not, she did that, and again, look. I told her to get a wish list, and if she gets a wish list, then I will go on there and see. What I do. I said I'm a moderate person. I said I'm house poor according to the girls, so keep it moderate. But if she gets a wish list, I will probably get something for her off that wish list. And my thing is because that's something I want to do. But whose money is it? It's my money. So people do what they want to do with their money. I ain't never telling nobody what to do with their money. Will Brianna get flack because she may do a wish list? She will. But again, at the end of the day, she'll get what she want off her wish list. Who cares what people think if folk gonna do what they gonna do for you? Again, y'all worried about these people who don't have any bearings on your life like that. So what Brianna did was a big feat, And if she has a wish list, then I'll probably get some off that wish list. But that's my decision. And Brianna, my thing is you shouldn't worry about what people say. I don't think really Brianna worries
Oh,
about what people
right.
say, but do
I,
your thing. Huh?
right. I said I hope she's not worried about what the next person is saying. Right now, you sitting on top of the world right now, sis. That would be the last thing that I would be worried about the negativity being said up on here. I promise you to
Mhm.
God, I,
And that has
I
to be
wouldn't
for
even. I
everybody.
wouldn't
That has to be for everything. Yeah, that's
even.
everything. You know, um, people were like upset, like I said, with the shredder and the copier, and it made folk mad, and they don't understand that people give to piss y'all off. I didn't ask for that stuff. I mean, all of that came about because the girls were shading me, saying that, oh my God, you don't have no printer. And I was like, the last time I had a printer, I was in grad school. And what did the girls do? Get a printer. And it pissed y'all off because y'all thought it was a joke. And see, you all don't understand that these people are always going to go for the underdog. And for the mere fact that I did not have one, they said, we're going to get one. Look,
Right.
that's the pettiness in people. That's the benevolence in people. Some of these people don't like y'all either. And so they did what they had to do. And they knew it was going to be good content, which it was, baby. It was a little content for a little while. I thought it was funny. I'm very proud of Brianna. I'm very proud of Brianna.
Me too.
People think,
You
let
know
me
what?
say this, y'all. I do not know Brianna in real life. I only know Brianna on YouTube. But that
Oh,
graduation is her real life. And again, Brianna is investing in herself. And I'm always going to give a shout out to people investing in themselves. We got all of these people detracting
right.
and minimizing themselves. All of a sudden, we get a YouTuber who's actually finishing up school, and we're going to make that a negative. And when we start doing that, something is wrong with us. It ain't enough hate in the world that's going to have me to not congratulate her. And again, I don't know Brianna personally. I just know her from YouTube. And when you see people as a 1099 and a subcontractor, you don't get wrapped up in how you feel about them on YouTube because you know that YouTube is your show. But in real life, in real time, this sister did her studies, did her readings, did her papers, and now she's finishing. This is real life stuff, and
Right.
I'm
And
gonna
you know,
celebrate her real life.
yeah, Brianna has said that. Sorry about that. Brianna has said that she's the only one in her family that I think graduated from college or something like that. And at the end of the day, that's still an achievement, that she thrived and focused on. There's no
Yeah,
hate. I like
yeah.
I like to
No,
see people do something with themselves
no
too.
hate at all, and no phony stuff. People like, look, Jay Wilson being phony, trying to kiss up to Brianna. No, no, I ain't kissing up to nobody. The bottom line is the sister did it, and that's the biggest thing. Uh, you could look. I have been encouraging people to finish up a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I did catch Bree Shade though. Bree was talking about somebody's life coach certificate. Child, I caught that shade.
Ooh,
I caught that shade. So okay, let me say this, Hershey, and I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm being real. So Brianna probably went to a regionally accredited institution with the major, which is a school, which is probably they probably have a brick and mortar campus and an online component. Okay.
well,
Now, for a life coaching, there's no school that you can go to for life coaching. A regionally accredited school for life coaching. A
okay.
life coaching thing is, and no, don't get me wrong, y'all. But to me, if you really want to be a thorough life coach, you would go to school and take psychology and counseling. Okay, psychology and counseling. But I caught the shade. because Brianna was saying to me, now this is me, this is my interpretation. Brianna was saying, "Hold on, be getting up here mad at me because I really finished a 4-year degree, and you up here getting excited about a life coaching certificate where it, you could have went to counseling or took psychology." And that's what I was looking at, because yeah, I just think it's really interesting. Yeah, I ain't gonna say no more. You know, Hershey. I'm gonna be real. Let me be real with this. Let me be real with this. Folk always talk about fake degrees and stuff, but it seems like people who talk about that mama be graduating at 12 o'clock and getting a degree at 12:01. Then you got life coaching and all of these things that could not get you a job in real life. Because if they would check the accreditation and the certification, it's probably not even registered in a database to prove it. And I just think it's funny. And again, this is why I tell you all, baby, don't worry about my education because it's legit. Regardless if you want to accept it or not, it's legit. It's legit. My clinical pastoral education, it's legit. I could be a life coach because I have the credentials to do that, but I caught the shade, Brianna. And it's just really interesting that people want to call everybody else stuff fraudulent, but they can't stand behind theirs. I could go to any institution with my credentials and it would be accepted because it's legit. I'm gonna leave it
So
at
she was
that.
on the you.
Huh?
I said, was she was that dig towards you that she was giving?
Well, the dig that Brianna had, because again, what Brianna said was that said content creator was trying to minimize her
Okay.
accomplishments, but Brianna came back with, I mean, nobody minimalized your life coaching certification. Baby, that was shade. That was
Okay.
shade. Baby, I chuckled because that was shade. And again, what Brianna is saying is right. Folk always want to minimize your stuff, but they don't have nothing to show for it. And what they do have to show for it it's not valid. You know, Let me say this. Even though I mess with binarity at Grand Canyon University, but Grand Canyon University is regionally accredited. And with that Grand Canyon University degree, he can go and get a job. I mean, regardless if you don't like the school or not, you can get a job. I went to HBCU because I was tired of going to PWIs. I mean, I went to a predominantly white high school, elementary school. So I needed something different. And I'm glad I made my decision of where I went. Everybody goes. But one thing I realized is that my school needs to be regionally accredited. And that degree has to have meaning when you get out. And so that's what I tell people. And let me say this to you all. Right now, it is so easy to get higher education. Now, I will say this to Brian. He's doing the University of the People. Now, the University of the People is a regionally accredited institution, Western state. So it's accredited out of California. But it's legit. I know somebody who went to the University of People and they got a job immediately. So I ain't mad at that. I am not mad at it. I ain't gonna cap that down. I ain't capping that down from nobody. So again, in this atmosphere and environment, if you really want to get the degree, you can. You just got to make time for it. You gotta take time out of your schedule to do what you got to do. So it may be I don't get on YouTube on Thursdays and I don't get on YouTube on Tuesdays because I'm doing my homework. But you can do it. Pretty said my baby got her bachelor's and master's Yeah, yeah. A lot of us get. Let me tell you something. We always trying to downplay HBCUs. People don't understand that those colleges were there when we could not get into PWIs, when they were not letting us in this school. Those black schools got our people into the middle class. Do you hear me? They are here today to help us, and they were there then to help us when the racism was so high and people didn't even want us at their universities. So I look at that. And the sad part about it is, if we were given the same uh, funding, we would be doing a whole lot more as well. We know, and thanks to Joe Biden, that a lot of our HBCUs have been grossly underfunded by the government. Langston University in Oklahoma, the only HBCU in Oklahoma, have graduated many successful business people, nurses, teachers, grossly underfunded in Oklahoma. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Before we start going into our HBCUs, we need to look very deeply into what goes into this. Are they all perfect? No. But I'm gonna say this. The government has underfunded these schools, number one. Number two, they always look at graduation rate. Well, when you get all of the black people from deficient school districts and you gotta get them prepared for college, how you know how many students go to college and they're really not prepared? But it's those black schools that get them ready. And of course their graduation rate is going to be low because they're taking a risk that Harvard and Yale would never take, but our black schools take to educate our people. Most of our people have to work a part-time job, so they're not going to finish school in 4 years. And those are some of the criteria that these schools are judged on. But let me say this. Give a UVA or University of Texas at Austin or University of Penn or New York University, give them those students and see what they'll do. See, it's easy to talk noise when you can select the top 10 or the top 5% from a school, when you get the cream of the crop. But it's another thing when your school knows its mission to help those students who really, really wouldn't have a chance to go. So before we start piling in on our HBCUs, we better realize that these schools are a treasure. A lot of black schools share real estate with a lot of white schools. Let me give you an example. Florida A&M is a state school. Florida State is a state school. Old Dominion is a state school. Norfolk State is a state school. What I'm getting at is sometimes you have two schools, one black, one white. And what has been happening is the white school always want to merge with the black school. And the black school resist the merge. You know why? Because they do not look at our mission the same. I guarantee you, if Norfolk State would have merged with ODU, a lot of black students would be left out and never get the education that they should get, because ODU is not going to take the risk that Norfolk State will take, because they know the mission. They know the mission is to educate our people. Old Dominion is not going to do that. They don't care about what we care about. Their missions are totally different. So I'm saying that, you all, because in this climate and in this environment, everybody want to merge. And I'm always in fear for my black schools that have a white college in the town as well. Savannah State, Armstrong State, two state schools, one black, predominantly black, one white. You better believe that Georgia's been floating around that these two schools merge. Then you got Baltimore, you got Morgan, Coppin State, and then University of Baltimore, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, sitting
Then
right there.
you have Cheney University.
But see, the difference is with Cheney and Lincoln is they're not in the same city, but these schools are in the same city.
Oh,
You got a lot of schools. You got Tennessee State, and then you got the University of, Tennessee. You got all of it. So, they can always say,
mm,
well, let's merge these schools because they're in the same city. So, but
mm,
you got to be very careful with that because again, I see what's going on, and that's what they try to do with these schools. So y'all, I mean, our black schools are treasures, and I'm glad that I went to one. It's history, even though my school is one of the newer HBCUs, but the history, we came out of Virginia Union, which is an old institution. We were a 2-year institution under them, and then we came out of Virginia State because we were Virginia State Norfolk Division. So our main campus at that time was in Petersburg or Ettricks, Virginia. But Norfolk State grew larger than Virginia State and became its own institution. So even though my institution is young, the roots of the institution are very old. There's history. Coppin State has history. Fanny Coppin started that school. Voorhees College in Denmark, South Carolina. Female, a lot of black females started these colleges, like Mary McLeod Bethune. She's more known, but a lot of females, black females, started these colleges. I mean, you all, when you look at the history of some of these colleges, it is amazing. Starting off
mm,
with $7 and
mm,
a desire to teach. That's a big thing. So again, I go back to that educational piece, but we ought to celebrate because as a people who was discouraged to read and to write, it was against the law for anybody to educate a black person. We should be thankful. In Texas, there's a school called Houston Tillotson. It used to be Houston and Tillotson Institute in Houston. They merged, but in Texas, that school started when slaves, well, when people weren't supposed to read, and they were teaching kids. They were teaching. So y'all, again, we owe a lot to our HBCUs. I ain't mad. Wherever you go, get your education. I'm not putting one over the other, but let's not dog out our black schools because if it wasn't for our black schools, there would be no black middle class. Not like how it is, because again, those schools helped us out when nobody else was trying to help us out. So shout out to our HBCUs, but I'm just throwing that out there, and this is why I can be proud of Brianna or anybody who's trying to seek higher education, especially knowing what our people had to go through to get it. This is why the vote is so important because again, um,
mm.
our people had to do a lot to even get the vote. Give me a minute, Hershey. Somebody's in the back.
Okay.
Hello.
What's going on, my brothers, my sister and brothers in Christ? How you guys doing today?
We doing all right, Castro. How you doing?
I'm doing perfectly fine.
Okay, what's going on?
Nothing much. I just wanted to stop by this. Well, I was just wondering how everybody was doing. Hershey, how are you doing? And Jay Wilson, how are you doing?
It's like I'm only messing with you. What's going on, Mr. Slip and Slide? Child, you ain't wearing them slide church shoes sliding across the room and dancing and twirling.
I'm
You not
not,
twirling no more?
unfortunately, I'm not. I'm trying to change myself. I'm trying to, reinvent myself. So, I don't want you guys to see, that old stuff of me. I'm trying to change myself. So therefore, baby, hey, it is what it is.
I like the way you dance with your church shoes on and slide and the twirl. I like it. It's entertaining. I like it. So what's
Thank
Uh,
you
going
for
on,
well,
asking.
well,
Castro?
well, Castro, we see a lot of things going on, and my name has been brought up in some stuff which I think is frivolous. But I see that you all are in a battle. It's this three-way thing with Rico and you and Tommy. How did this all start? What is that about, Castro? Because I didn't even know about it until today, and I was very surprised that you even going back and forth with people. But what's that all about?
Honestly, Rico seen a video of mine, and he thought that I was talking about him. And he went on his channel. He made his response response video. But I told him, I said, brother, I wasn't referring to you when I was talking about certain things. He got mad when I said, someone was asking for a pack of cigarettes via Cash App, which was Dory. It was her. She was asking for
Oh,
that,
but he thought it was him.
and he thought it was him, and it
Baby,
wasn't.
a herd dog always holler. You hear that her shit? A herd dog always holler. It wasn't even him. He was talking. Castro was talking about Dory. Ain't that something? Go ahead, Castro. That's
And
bad.
Jay Wilson, I was every slow bucket and retarded and all. Look, when he came at me kind of harsh. But honestly, I don't have a disdain towards him. I really liked him because I didn't like the fact that people may have been joining on him, like they were because of his situation. And for him to come at me like that, it just seemed like the door is closed for me on my end. It's like there's no we're not gonna go out to lunch. I'm not gonna see no cash outs to be like, oh, you all right? Oh no, that was good. No, that was fucked
But
up.
he really showed you who he was in that because that's how he felt, and it wasn't even about him. It was about someone else. And this is the problem with Rico, and this is why Rico can't click up on my panel. Rico always tries, especially with Spill It Boy, myself. We could never be at peace because Rico is something within him that always wants to fight, something within him that feels, I guess, insecure, inferior. I don't know. And I'm not saying that he's inferior. Maybe he feels that way, but he is very sensitive. He's very emotional. And here's Castro, who's not even talking about him, but mentions cigarettes and people begging, and immediately he thinks it's him.
Exactly.
And that's sad. Go ahead.
It is sad because my look when I was reading someone I thought I was reading someone. I was just really telling them the facts of their life. But for him to think that I was just over here bashing him, nigga, you are sadly mistaken. Just know that I was talking about somebody else in the camp that you know of, and which is Dory. And we all know who she is. The messed up teeth, in the face and everything like that. She's like a baboon, a whole monkey. If
So
you
how
ask
did
my,
you and Dory get into it? And by the way, the thoughts and expressions that are expressed here are not those of the host; those of the guests. But how did you and Dory get into it? Because I didn't even
well,
know
me,
y'all were into it.
well, me and the baboon got into it because I think I may have been on your channel. Well, no, I'll take it back. She had heard some words that may have said from a previous person I cannot mention on here, and therefore she stuck. I guess those words stuck with her, and therefore whenever she seen me, she just had this disdain towards me, and I got it back for her ass too. Because I mean, at the same time, where has Dory been in the B sector, in and out? And everybody and look, and a lot of folks have not been, going to her channel to watch anything that she's talking about, and then to really have her ass to be on here pretending to be pregnant at a 50-year-old, at your age, in your 50s, pretending is sad. Like you look, and then you say you got a man, but you also online flirting with another man. What? Look, your character right there it tells me a whole lot. You're a harlot in the
Hmm.
daytime and
What
nighttime.
was that? What was that word? What you
You a
call them?
harlot. You a
Oh, that's
harlot. You a
oh,
harlot.
harlot. Okay, now harlot. Mm,
That's what it's
mm,
giving me.
yeah.
If you
Well,
got a
Castro. So did Rico apologize to you after you told him what this was about?
he did apologize because I don't know if you watched my response video to his response. He did apologize, but I ain't gonna lie to you, Jay Wilson. I don't feel like right now. I don't feel like I can accept it right now because the
Well,
things that he got me
but
doing,
that's how he really felt about you. See, that's the
I,
thing.
I
That's how he really felt about you. Because
I know.
again, it is what it is. That's how he really felt about you. And yeah, and then of course, I know how he really feels about me. That's why I don't allow him on my platform. But yeah, it's but that's how he really felt. And the sad part about it is, it wasn't even him that you were talking about. And this
At
is
all.
when people really need to go and touch grass or do something because I mean, your name went in it. I mean, I can understand if you called his name out, but you know, yeah, that's sad. But that's how he really felt. Go ahead.
And you know, I feel like hit dogs a holler. It look, I mean, if you thought that I was pertaining, well, if you thought that I was talking to you, in that way when it came to some cigarettes, I mean, if that's what you do, that's what you do. I don't do those things when it comes to shit like that. If I ain't got it, if I ain't got it, I don't need to have it. I don't. That's not me. I ain't out here asking nobody for no money like that for nothing like that. No, not at all. But for him to receive that in a way that I'm coming at him in that way, and I never came at you at all, bro. You look, baby, look. My respect level when it comes to you is just like, damn, man, you don't let me down, and I really liked you. I
But
really
he
like.
want to fight though, Castro, and that's his whole thing. And he's very sensitive, and even yeah, he's sensitive, and I just think that there's some trauma there. But Castro, I think the best thing to do is leave it alone and move on about your way because again, for him to say what he said. And some deep stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, Castro. Now, I done said some stuff, and look, I'm an old mind. I done said some stuff, but my thing is, some people really mean shit, and some people they know it's a show. Some people don't get it, but I'm leaving people alone who take this apparatus a little too serious, and I think that's when, like you said, I said people need to go touch grass because you know I shouldn't have that influence over you like that. And at the end of the day, Castro, all that cussing and all that stuff, how is it helping you? I always ask people, how is it helping you? And then now you done got Tommy started and Tommy cussing, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess, Castro. It's just a
I
mess.
know it is. And it's so sad because I ain't trying to have that energy on me right now. I'm trying to be, I got shit I got to handle right now in my real life. So therefore, and even though
Mhm.
this is real life right now, that we are on right now, but at the same time, I don't show a lot, and I don't always, put people in my shit. But when it comes to people like him, it just seems like it's very unfortunate because I was in your corner. Me and you, Jay, we go back and forth. That's our little banter. You don't care and I don't care either. About what I may be saying or you about what you may be saying to me. It is what it is. But when it comes from another supporter that I know that we ain't never had no dealings like that. We ain't never been going back and forth with. That shit, it hits different. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how to feel at this moment when it comes to that person. It's like, damn, man, I try to give you a chance when a lot of folks would not give you not enough chances. They a lot of folks throw you off. They throw you off. They
Ain't
throw
no
you off.
friends on YouTube, Castro. And people always say, Jay, you need to stop saying that. I keep on telling y'all, it's no friends on YouTube. And if you do have a friend on YouTube, then everybody should know about it. Because if they do know about it, their whole goal is to tear it up. And people don't listen. But I mean, I've been telling you all that. And again, it was just the right time in Castro. Because what he said is how he really feel about you.
And
I
I
mean,
know
that's the
that.
sad part about it because what he said is how he really feels.
And the video is still up. The video is still up, and he ain't took it down. I ain't taking mine down
No,
either
it
because
ain't
I
gonna. He ain't gonna
feel
take it
that.
down because it's giving him views. It's clicks and views. It's clicks and views. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something, Castro. This is business. These people don't care about that. This is business. This is so business to these people. No, he ain't gonna take it down. And I mean, like I said, if y'all work it out, that's good, and I hope y'all work it out. But let me say this, Castro. This is why I'm not nice to him anymore. This is why I don't deal with him anymore. You can't even be nice to Rico. Um, case in point. Case in point. The Wiley situation. We knew that Wiley was using Rico. We knew it.
Mm.
I mean, when Wiley actually went out with that other man and left Rico there with that chicken and rice in the bag, we knew that. And he sat there and cried and cried and cried. And I remember telling Rico, Rico, don't let that man back in your Airbnb because he's using you. And then to come to find out that he could even stay with VS because what's her name? QI didn't want him there. So he was kind of stranded. Rico was his only hope. And the sad part about it is he was crying. We got Rico through that tough patch. As soon as Wiley gave that boy a piece of attention, he was back cussing us out again. Again, I learned from that this dude, you can't, this dude is like off. And now Wiley's getting ready to use him again because, of course, Wiley can't afford no hotel in New York. So who lives in New York? Rico. So again, he's getting ready to get you. I hate to say it, but he'll never learn. And when you learn how people are, I just even stop. You just stop dealing with it like that because again, you're never gonna reach to him. You're never gonna give him an olive branch. He don't want an olive branch. He likes to fight. He likes mess and confusion. And so again, Castro, so what if you supported him? These hoes don't care. They'll flip on you in a heartbeat. I mean, like I said, at least with me it's gonna be business. But with that,
But I'm so glad that I didn't. I was gonna be so generous, in my spirit, because I give when I have it. When someone blesses me, I like to. I like to bless other people. But I was gonna give him something for his birthday. But I'm glad. But you know what? I'm glad I didn't because he showed me how he truly felt about me. Thank goodness I saved my bread. I saved my bread. I kept it in my pocket. Thank goodness. I didn't send it ahead of before.
Go ahead and send it to me because my birthday is coming up on the 21st.
I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
Yes, you got it.
You got it. You've been on this earth a lot longer than I have. You can give it to me.
Wait a minute. But we was okay. I was about to get messy. I'm not gonna get messy with you, Castro. I was about to say something, but I ain't gonna say it.
What? You can say it. You can say it.
I'm not gonna say it. Nope. I'm not gonna say it. Nope.
What?
I'm not gonna say it. No. I'm not gonna say
it. As the fuck, so you might as well go ahead and
I'm
say it.
not gonna say it. I'm gonna leave it right alone. Okay, you said what you said. Okay. I thought you would make me I thought you would make me a St. Patrick's Day basket since my birthday coming up. But anyway.
Well, hell, you never asked for that. I could ship it to you. Hopefully, I can ship it to you.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay. It's all right.
And hopefully it's intact. Because I can't meet up to your man standards now. I know you got a man now, so I don't know what he be giving you.
I got a man now. I ain't just got a man. What you mean? I got a man now? That means that I just got it.
Well, I'm just hypothetically speaking, okay? Because I don't know if you're single or not, okay?
Yeah, that's true. I will give you that. I will give you that. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm single or not either, Castro, because I'm old and I'm wrinkled and nobody don't want me. Y'all the young, cheering. They want y'all young and.
That's what I would say. The young like the old, and the old like the young. If you ask me.
I just like who I like, but it's all good. But I'm just so sorry you had to go through that. I love to see you two bonding. Oh, I don't have a problem with Castro. Me and Castro cool. I don't have nothing against Castro.
Exactly. Like we may have our words, but we're not. I don't have any hatred towards him. I mean, towards you.
No, you can't hate people who you dream about. Child, come on now.
You ain't got to say it like that now. Don't try to say it like that.
I dream about you.
I was sitting here in my dream because I had the TV on playing. That's why you was in my dream.
So wait a minute. So was I on TV?
No, you were playing on the TV, and sometimes when we dream a lot, sometimes if we're leaving the TV on, we may hear what's going on.
Well, hell, I had the TV on with Michael P. Jordan, but I wasn't dreaming of him. How that work?
Well, I guess I just had a phenomenon. I don't know how I look. I don't know how the universe works like that, but it just happened like that. But you didn't do anything. Me and you didn't do anything. I mean, so we should be good. We didn't. I told you what the room was about. He was on somebody else that I used to talk to, and that was it. I mean, it was what it was.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. It was what it was. Like I said, you're right about that. It was what it was, Castro. Have you met just trying to figure it out? She invited you to dinner. You haven't gone to dinner with her yet?
I'm gonna try to hook up with her because she said she's in my hometown, so therefore I'm gonna have to try my best to get her number, and so we can go out to dinner. I don't mind going out to dinner with her. I trust her. I don't know about these other people out here. I gotta be a little leery like
Mm,
you. Well, look,
yeah,
I
some
feel like
people
when
trying to
I'm
come on the
secure like
train
you.
trip, but baby, I'm like, y'all can come on the train trip.
But you know what, and I'm glad you brought that up about the train trip. Is it going to be $75 for for anybody that's coming out, like out of the that's out in it,
Oh no no no
from
no no! That's the $75 is for the vacation. The train trip is just come on. I mean, the train is $19 one way, so you're looking at $38, and then the hotels are running maybe around between 85 to $120 a night. So so people are getting their hotels and their train. So the train is no registration fee. The vacation is because we're having a dinner and we got some stuff planned for that. So vacation is in September. The train trip is in May.
Oh, okay. Man, I ain't gonna lie
And I
to you. I, ain't
mean,
gonna
I
lie,
mean,
I love that.
come on now, Castro. You can
But
catch the train from Arkansas to Dallas
I
and meet the
know.
crew in Dallas because that's not an expensive trip.
Jay Wilson, if I wanted to meet you, I can meet you. Just it's only on your stance. Should I go for some coffee or we go out somewhere? But
No, 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 no. What I'm saying is that we're gonna be there. Viv is gonna be there, and so again, you can catch Amtrak from Little Rock to Dallas and meet us in Dallas, and then just catch the train back from Dallas to Little Rock. I mean, it's that simple. And for you,
I take
I'm assuming that
a
train ride should be about like about $50 or less
Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Last time I traveled to Texas, from Little Rock, it was like 100 and something. But I
on
was
the
going on the
train.
way.
On the train.
Yeah, yeah, Amtrak, yeah.
Well,
Yes, indeed.
the thing is, Castro, you got to get it early because if you get it late, then it's gonna go up. So, like I said, it's only $19 from San Antonio to Dallas, but we got the tickets early. Just trying to figure it out. Said Castro be playing games. Hmm.
I do not actually just figuring out. I do not be playing games, girl. You gotta
She
hit me
said
up,
you
girl.
ain't meet her yet.
You said what?
She said you ain't meet her yet.
I would
Let
love
me
to
tell
meet her.
y'all something.
I feel so bad about
I'm
that
up
all the
early
time.
because I went to sleep early. Because I had a really, really busy weekday at work, and so I went to bed early. And then, so my body is like a clockwork. I don't even need the alarm to get up. So if I go to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning, I will be getting up around about let me see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll get up by 7:30. So I went to bed around about 9, and I got up really early, and I did some things around the house. I got to do some things today, but yeah, y'all. So I get up early. So yeah, and I got some
That's
things to
good.
do.
And Jay West, I wanted to ask you this too. Do you take any drops or do you use any type of I would say I forgot the damn name of them damn things, but they like seeds, to give you like a boost in your everyday life.
Well, you talking about energy drops or energy drinks?
Yeah.
I don't do that stuff. That stuff dangerous. Yeah, it'll
Well,
increase your.
I'm talking about the organic stuff, like the healthy
So
stuff that
I
give you a little
don't.
boost.
I have cold pressed black seed oil. So I will take black seed oil. I think that's good for you. But I don't do a whole lot. Now I do take my shot, you know what I'm saying? So and I go to the gym. So I do that shot, but that's about it. Yeah. So I take my trizep and that's about it. Yeah, and then I do black seed oil. And so since it's Lent, I'm not Catholic, of course, but I do believe in giving up some. So I have not eaten meat since Ash Wednesday. I
Right,
will
right.
be doing meat on my birthday though, because I don't know if the other half, well, I shouldn't even say that because you know what? I don't know if my imaginary man, that's what I'm gonna put it. I don't know if my imaginary man gonna take me out. So if he does, I've already gotten the mindset that that's the only day that I will eat, and then I will probably do fish instead of meat, shrimp or fish, but not beef. So I'll be a pescatarian that day and do shrimp or something like that. What's funny, Castro?
No, I'm laughing at what you're saying because I would feel like shit. I would want you to pick out on your 56.
No, 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 no,
Shit.
no. It's some things going on. No, no, I'm good. I'm good. Sometimes you got to sacrifice this because but I'm just happy to be here at 56. Happy to have all my tea and everything, and I'm just happy that I can walk straight, and it's a blessing. See, because sometimes we got to thank God for what we have. Sometimes that's what we got to do, and so
You're
that's what
right.
I'm
And,
thanking God for.
you're right. And I also want to say this. A lot of people want to try to say oh this and oh that. But at the same time, us young folks, we gotta hopefully we can get to to where where you guys are already at. Hopefully we can get there.
Yeah.
You know, with how the world's going right now, it's going crazy. Being a
Yeah,
young
a
brother,
lot of people are
oh
asking
my
me
goodness.
about this war too, Castro, and I'm concerned. And I think this is I hate to say it, but I think this man is so simple that he would start something just not to answer to that Jeffrey Epstein mess. And then to say it. I think we're in a really bad situation in this country right now. I'm not lying, y'all. I really I know God got it under control, but I'm alert but not alarmed. But I'm telling you, this is why we need to vote. Y'all need to be voting on Tuesday. Please go vote because I'm telling you, it's really getting bad. Go ahead,
But
Castro.
what, Jay Wilson, what? Shout out to all the Trump supporters that was out there supporting that man because I mean, look what he's doing right now in Arkansas. So therefore, not only did he give a damn about you, but he don't give a damn about whatever's going to happen when it comes to you and I. Okay, and so thank you for voting for him. Thank you.
Yeah, people are
I'm
losing their farms in Arkansas right now, and now they big in Trump. It's a man who voted for Trump, and he was a contractor, and now he can't find nobody to So he can't find nobody to work to finish these apartments and these homes because the people are scared to come to work. And now he's big and Trump. See, again, everybody always thinks it's the other person and they never think about them. And Trump knew this all along. And now they're finding out that you're not special. You're not part of the 1%.
exactly at all. He come from money.
Mhm. Yep.
He
So
come from
that's
money.
about
Yeah.
it.
Ooh.
Mm-mm-mm. So Castro, what are you doing this weekend? What you got planned for the weekend?
For the weekend, I'll be busy getting ready for Easter.
Oh, you got them baskets for Easter. That's right.
Yeah, I gotta get ready for Easter. So
Well, I heard you sold out all of your Valentine baskets. Okay, now that
yeah,
is
we
good.
did. We did a nice share, and baby, I reaped the benefits of my labor. It was so beautiful. Oh my, it was. But,
Okay, I'm glad you did that. So you got to get ready now for Easter. So people be getting them Easter baskets. So
yeah, hopefully they come out and shop with us because we do it. Look, we have nice quality baskets. I mean, it may not be up to everybody's standards like that, but at the same time, we are just
there's a
my
market.
mom.
There's a market for it. There's a market for it. That's the
Yeah.
bottom line. There's a market for it because everybody ain't. And I'm not trying to impress folks, but everybody ain't really happy with this train ride. I'm like, well, some people never rode a train before. Some people never went on a train and did that. And let me say this: I'm not renting a car. Everything is like right next to that train station. And it's about just doing what you got to do and enjoying the moment. And so I think people really need to realize that. I mean, we could have taken a plane to Dallas, or I could have rode to Dallas. I got in the car and driven to Dallas many times, but that's not the case. It's the journey. It's the journey, and
It's
it's
an experience. It's an experience.
yeah.
I used to when I was 18, my first time ever traveling by myself. I was 18-year-old little young little Castro traveling by myself, and I got on Amtrak, and baby, they got me there and back. Okay, I was going to Houston. I got once I got off the train, I got on the bus, and they tread me on down there to Houston. Yes, indeed. I loved it. I didn't even want to. I didn't even want to. I didn't even want to come back to Arkansas when I was in Houston. I didn't want to come back there. I didn't want to come back there at all. I didn't want to come back. I enjoyed it that much. It's all about the experience, though.
Right. Well,
With the
Castro, like I said, you should come to Dallas. You got plenty of time. It's March, April, so you got 2 months before May. And gosh, you got plenty of time because it's at the end of May. It's not like at the beginning of May. It's at the end of May. So you got time and stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, you might as well do that, and enjoy that. And I'm sure, just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get together because she's really been trying to connect with you, but she said that you got them games. She
I
said you
have
got them
not gotten
games.
games, but you know what? Look, I have other things going on in my life, so therefore, just because you guys get a glimpse of me or me being on live, thinking that I'm not doing any goddamn thing, I mean, even though I may just be in my downtime, but at the same time, I have other things that I'm doing outside of here that I don't disclose to the YouTube because it ain't, it's not you guys' business. So therefore, that's I'm a very private person.
Tell them, Castro, it ain't your business.
I'm a very private person, and just like how you are, I'm a very private person. She is too.
Well, I'm sure. I ain't gonna say nothing. I was about to say something, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I was about to say something. It's Lent
What?
and it's Black History, so it's still Black History. So I'm not
You don't
trying to
have
be
to hold back.
messy.
Jay Wilson, you don't have to hold back when it comes to me. What happened to Hershey? Where she go?
Hershey dropped down. She dropped
Oh,
down. Hershey's probably getting one of them. What's them things? She probably getting one of them. Alka Seltzer. She drank last night.
um,
It's a lot
she's
of
trying
people
to.
drinking. It's a lot of people
She,
drinking. Castro.
and you know what, Jay Wilson? Hey, when a lot of straight males drink, and I'm gonna say this to be exact, like a lot of straight males out here when they drink, sometimes they can sound kind of a little gay. Would you? I mean, would you agree?
Where you going with this? What did you see? You must have seen something. What did you see recently? It sounds like you seen something. What did you see?
Well, I've been in and out of sectors, so I'm just saying, like I see it over here, and I see it in many sectors, baby. They just be sounding so gay, like look at them in their system, and all of a sudden they want to let they true stuff out, and then but at the same time they want to try to hide it. No, we see it. The public sees it. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Castro said he got that discernment. Angelica said
I'm
private. See, now
I'm
Angelica, I was
saying,
gonna go there, but I wasn't gonna go there. So my thing is this, Castro. I'm gonna say this: for such a private person, you you got with somebody who's not so private, and I mean, so I'm gonna leave that right there. But maybe whatever was private, it's just a lot, Castro. Just be
I mean,
careful.
but I know where you're going with this, but at the same time, Jay Wilson, look, just because I'm private and the person that I may have been with is out and open, it doesn't, I know it's a like I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say to that, but it's a mixture. It's a mixture.
Because I mean, people were saying that. I mean, you could have been private and you were trying to hold back, but that person didn't hold back, baby. They told it all. I'm like, oh Jesus. So yeah.
But I forgive that person. I don't have no hate towards that person. I love that person.
Oh Lord, here come that love, child.
At a point in
Child.
my life, I love that person. So that person would not be someone that I'll be on here discussing, you know,
You better
badly.
not. No, we ain't gonna discuss it because people got things going on right now. I don't want y'all to be going to
Yeah.
jail. I don't want nobody to go to jail. Everybody act like I'm trying to get them to go to jail. I ain't trying to get nobody to go to jail. I'm not trying to do that because I would rather for you to, because baby, I ain't trying to mess up nobody's life because once you get that conviction, it's hard to get a job, it's hard to get an apartment. It's a struggle. So I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble. You hear me?
I hear you on that
I
one.
know that Iran thing is terrible, y'all. Let me say this. I knew it was going to happen. And again, all of this is prolonging the Jeffrey Epstein case. It ain't no reason why we should be going to Iran right now. That should not be our focus. And the sad part about it is our military is stretched thin. We got military in the Caribbean. We got military stretched all over. and this man thinks that this is a chess game. He thinks this is war on the board. And I just think that he puts us in more danger than any other president that I know of. It's sad. It is very sad. I
Well, you
know.
know what? You know what? Thanks to all the people that voted for him. Thank you guys for putting us in these situations for look for this time being. Thank you guys. Thank you. Look, we are here because of you guys. Y'all voted them in there. You know. Thank you. Okay. Look, we gotta go through this shit because of him. Okay. Because
Mm,
y'all want to vote him in there. Thank you. And look, I feel like the folks that voted for him, they got some part in, they got a little part in it too as well. Like y'all was rooting on him like he was, oh my goodness, he's the best the best fresh thing since sliced bread. Like nigga, please. Oh no. He
that's terrible.
I feel like look, he was just a good old a con artist, a businessman in the office. Okay, I wish we had
Mm.
another black man in there, a real black man. Okay,
Well, Castro, it's just a lot going on. So, but y'all, Castro is going to be busy this season because it's the Lent season leading up to Easter. So, Castro's like, he got baskets to make. So, he's getting ready to get baskets and stuff. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, Castro. A lot of stuff
yeah.
going on.
So how are you and Brian? I wanted to ask you about that.
I don't know how we are. I don't speak about Brian often, and he hasn't been over here but except once. And he was trying to be a little shady, and of course, he thought I was being mean or being uptight. But then when I mentioned to him and kind of brought it to his attention how that could be, perceived, then he was like, "Yeah, you're right, you're right." And then I haven't seen him since then. Now I've heard he's been on other platforms maligning my name, but that's that's come to be expected. I expect that of him. I expect no less. And so, but I'm always fine. I don't know how he is, but I'm fine. I'm good.
I understand. I ain't gonna
I'm
lie to you.
always gonna be good. I'm always gonna be good. This is YouTube, baby. This ain't life. This is about my coin. And so, yeah, I'm not overly concerned about what's going on with him. I hope he's doing well. But yeah, that's what I heard. I heard a lot of people have been just mowing down my name, but it's all good because I'm doing what I need to do. So I don't really I take it in stride. You know how I am. I take it in stride.
I know exactly. Yeah, look,
How
just
are
like
you and Brian doing? It seems like y'all been having contentious relationships, and it seems like you all were good at once, and now you all are cutthroat. And it seems like y'all have a lot to say about each other, and you talk about lights being off and all of this stuff, and stealing money from Seattle, and so yeah.
well, me and Ryan, I honestly, I don't have anything nice to say about the brother, so therefore, I prefer to say nothing because he has shown me who he is. He's two
Well, who
faced.
is he? Who is he? Oh, he two-faced it.
He is two faced. Yeah.
Well, yeah, people could really say that, because you do one thing on the channel and then you say another thing. I could see that. I could
Very
see that.
like I thought we was good one day, and then the next day, all of a sudden, it's a problem. What would that
Mm,
look? Where did that come from? Like,
mm,
see, I don't have time. I don't have time for folks like that in my life.
mhm.
No, pick one, choose one hole. That's what I say. Pick one, choose one hole. Shit, either you gonna like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. Stay the fuck away from around me. That's how I feel.
Castro,
And
that you bring up a point. You really do bring up a point. I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean, you have a valid point.
it's the truth, man. Who has time to deal with somebody that's off they rockers, ain't taking their meds? Ain't nobody got time for all that shit. Nigga, go pop a damn in and call it a damn day. Shit.
Mm, mm,
I'm
mm, mm,
just saying. I'm
mm,
just
mm, mm.
saying.
Well, like I said, yeah, because one minute he's over here and, I don't have any problem with you and all of this. And then the next minute the girls are telling me, ooh, he was running you down. So I get it, but it's part of the program here and it is what it is. A lot of people want you to respond and it's like, we got to do a little bit better. I just hope that he's doing his classes and he's being successful, so he can be like Brianna and graduate.
And hopefully he's taking his medication too as well. Because he needed. He
Well,
need
how you know
medication.
that man on medication, Castro?
Well, I'm just saying because I mean the way that he acts on here, we can only imagine how he can be in person. So hopefully he's on medication. To be
Hmm.
exact, the right
No, no, no.
medication that
Okay.
contains him. Okay, so he don't have to, so he don't have any episodes and spazzing out and shit. Putting out his guns. He ain't finna fight nobody. We already know that already. He ain't finna fight. He
Hmm.
did for nothing anyway. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Okay. Okay, Castro. So now, Castro, what you gave up for Lent?
Hmm?
I said, what did you give up for Lent? It's the Lent season, so what did you give up?
Nothing. I didn't give him nothing. I didn't.
Okay. All
I'm a
right.
sinner. I'm a sinner, so I go to God when I need to go to God. I don't go to God on the man when people want to pressure me to be like, oh my goodness, look what you doing, look how you did your look how you living your life. Oh my goodness, forget all that.
No,
He knows.
it's just Lent. I mean, I'm not eating meat, so I'm not doing that. So
I'm eating,
I
I'm,
mean,
I'm
yeah.
eating, I'm eating lamb chops, pork chops, baby. I'm
Oh,
eating
when
chicken,
did you get some
everything,
lamb
baby. I
chops,
ain't.
Castro? When did you get some
Huh?
lamb chops? Because all I've been seeing is smothered chicken. And when did you get some lamb chops?
Baby, I've been and purchased them already. I just haven't showed them yet.
Oh man, you should, because we want to see something different. I want to see you how if you crust them, and you know what I'm saying, how you do your little lamb chops and stuff. What you usually pair your lamb chops with?
Shit, a little garlic powder, onion powder. Shit, a
Uh-huh.
little Creole seasoning. You know, and it's nothing. It's another seasoning that I can't remember of right now at the moment. But
Well, I
yes,
would
I
like to see you do some lamb chops. I ain't never seen nobody do lamb chops before.
Are you sure about that, Jay? I think you're older than I am, so you've been on
No, no,
you've
no,
been
no,
on the
no,
earth
no.
a long time.
No, it don't have to do with age. I just said I've never seen anybody do lamb chops in the beef sector over here. It's usually
Oh,
smothered pork chop or smothered chicken or something. I just see chicken and maybe some stew beef, but I ain't never seen no lamb chops. And I'm like, I would have loved to see you do lamb chops.
well,
I've seen you do spaghetti.
I know, in the cooler, I did that. I did chicken spaghetti and spaghetti, the regular,
I tell you.
the regular kind and the not so regular kind, baby. I did it all, baby. I did it.
Mhm. I ain't
I did it.
messing. No, no, no. I'm not messing. I've never seen Castro cook lamb chops. I've seen him cook pork chops, but no lamb chops.
Well,
So
it's coming. Keep watching. Stay tuned.
somebody said lamb chops and rice. Okay, now.
Shoot, yeah, it's a meal.
Hmm.
Lamb chops and rice and beans too, as well. On the side, maybe a
I'm
little
not.
potato
I ain't
salad.
trolling. I ain't trolling Castro. It just piqued my interest when he said lamb chops because I never seen that on camera, and I wish he would have put them lamb chops on camera. Because I mean, because I would love to see how he do that.
But at the same time, But at the same time, Jay, I never seen you. Well, I never seen people put sugar in their greens. I ain't never seen. I don't go for that. Sugar.
Well, if you go to Georgia, if you go to Florida and South Carolina, you'll probably see that. Just because you haven't seen it, that doesn't mean it's done. Because again, a lot of us don't like bitter greens, so that balance it out, especially if you have that balance. But I tell you what, every time I make them, I don't come home with any. I mean, see, that's the whole thing. And when you go to church, and if all your stuff gone, that means it was good. So I ain't never come back
Okay.
home with a bunch of greens. So you may not have seen it, but the people love it. And again, if you're doing a whole pot of greens, it's not going to be sweet like people think it is because it's a lot of greens. But the pot liquor is phenomenal. You ought to try it.
I should, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I never really like to add sugar when I'm cooking. Really add sugar to food that I feel like that really doesn't need sweet a
Well, I
sweet
tell you
type of
what.
food to it.
Well, you tell a Georgian that because the people in Georgia grow them, and again, it's a generational thing. We do it just because they don't do it in your region. That don't mean they don't do it. So again, I don't like bitter greens. I don't like. Yeah, Yeah, so it depends, and it's your taste. It's your taste, but yeah, I do it.
But
Jonetta
I'm not
put
gonna lie.
sugar. Food. Jonetta put sugar in his greens too. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. I don't put. I now. It's not like candy yams though. So, but it balanced that taste because I do not. Let me tell you something. I had a lady. Her greens taste like vinegar, or then it's that slight bitter taste, and I just can't. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Not like vinegar. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then it was not white sugar. It was the sugar with the molasses in it. So it breaks down. So I don't do enrich that white sugar. It was the brown dark. So yeah, and I don't do a whole lot, but just enough to
Jay,
keep the bitterness
Jay,
away.
can
I
I ask
don't
you
like
this?
bitterness.
Jay, can I ask you this? Were you
Mhm.
an attendee when the person that presented you with those greens? Like, was you a taste tester, or you just kind of like, oh no, baby, you don't know what you're doing?
No, it was a potluck. And so it was this man, his wife made greens and I made greens. And again, mine was gone and hers was still there. I'm telling you, people don't like bitterness.
I
Yeah.
feel you on that.
See, just trying to figure it out, said I add a little sugar too. So Castro, I mean, yeah, a lot of people do. It's just because people don't, and then they make a big thing of it. Like I don't know why people put sugar in grits. I can't see that.
That is so good. Well, look,
Oh
now
no. See, but look, I'm not gonna judge you, but grits is, to me is savory. Grits with cheese, maybe with eggs, but sugar, I can't do it with
look,
sugar.
Jay, you never grew up off of malted meal?
No, I usually do oatmeal or grits. And I guess
Oh,
I couldn't do sugar with grits because it's a fish and grits thing. And so grits were savory. You can add seasoning to it. I'm gonna tell you what, papados. I don't know who do their grits, but Papados grits be popping. I'm gonna give them that. Them shrimp and grits with Papados, it be pop. It be well seasoned. I can deal grits with a little cream in it, but sugar with grits, no, that's not me. If I taste sugar in my grits, I'm done. But but
I used
again, it is
to.
what it is. Everybody likes what they like.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. One thing I can't stand is putting sugar in spaghetti sauce. You know, people put sugar in spaghetti sauce. I don't understand that. Like, to kill what?
Because
The
some
acid.
people, again, some people don't like the acidity in that. So again, some people do that to balance it out because some people do not like the acidity in spaghetti sauce. So it depends on who. Because again, let me say this. You say you don't like sugar, right? But do you not know that the spaghetti sauce has a lot of sugar in it anyhow? It's a lot of things that we don't think that's sugar. It may not have sugar, but if it has dextrin or maltodextrin or dextrose or sucralose, it has sugar in it. So a lot of stuff that we don't think that got sugar in it has sugar in it because at the end of the day they have to balance that taste because most Americans do not like a lot of acidity. I'm just saying.
And you know what, Jay Wilson? That's why I won't look. I'm trying to make my own sauce at the house using just all you gotta do is just boil some tomatoes in the hot and some boiling hot water, peel it, and just squash squash it, and crunch it up, and shit. You got some sauce.
Okay, so you
Hmm.
Castro RD now. Okay, Castro RD is making his
I
own
am trying
stuff.
to be that. I am trying to
All
be that.
right
I'm trying
now. Okay, now come on. Come on.
to.
You'll be like Stubbs and Sweet Baby Ray's.
Hopefully, but I'm getting fat, so therefore, I'm trying to watch my weight.
How you getting
My weight
fat,
go, my weight,
Castro?
my weight go up and down. I promise you. I'm not camera ready right now, so that's why I'm not on camera.
You ain't camera ready.
Hell no, I ain't camera ready right now, baby.
Well, Castro, what you doing to get fat?
I eat. I've been moving around. Life is life, and so therefore, baby, that's look. It is what it is. I mean, it's like you going to maybe McDonald's and you just getting something. Shit. After a while, that shit may build up on you. After a while, a Mac griddle or something. Or a wrap. Shit. After a while, you keep going back and forth, baby. You're gonna be seeing a different result.
Well,
Okay, and
when you on the porch jogging? Somebody said you was on the porch jogging one day, and they was all. Now I'm gonna say this, y'all, and I am gonna be messy, but the same person who don't like you or you always have issues with, they was watching you on that porch, I guess, because they said you was jogging and you ain't had no drawers on, but they was watching you.
I wonder who was that?
No, they said because they was mentioning it. Ooh, they was excited about it.
Because they sing. I wasn't trying to be perverted or anything like that, but they sing. They
Mhm,
sing.
mhm.
I know what you are pertaining to, but I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna talk about that.
Well, that's what they was doing, though. I'm just saying, Castro. I mean, because people don't like you, but they like you. They don't like you, but they like you. But I didn't see that. But they were
Exactly.
saying that you was jogging. So I'm like, you ain't jogging no more. You ain't doing exercises no more. Cause it seemed like you was exercising.
I wish I would get out there and try to exercise. Maybe look, I would give you guys a full moon. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Oh,
because I
not a
done got,
full moon. Not a
I done
full
got.
moon. Well, if you getting fat, then I'm sure the moon is fuller. But anyhow, I digress.
You're
I
right about that.
digress.
Let's move on.
I mean, so, but anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because they was really excited about you exercising on that. They said it was a porch, and they said you had sweatpants on, and they went on and on and on about it. And I'm like, okay, but right now they can't stand you, but baby, they was there for that exercise.
I know. And Jay, don't you hate it when it's like that? Oh, one day they like you, and then the next day they hate you.
That's how bees. That's how bees over here in this bee section. They love you one minute, and then they can't stand you.
Yes,
One minute
you.
they
That's
calling you blog daddy, and the next minute they cussing you out.
Mhm.
So
That's
you
why I don't be
know,
giving a fuck about a lot of these motherfuckers out here on this apparatus. Cause shit is what it is. I'm gonna be me. I ain't changing at all. I'm still gonna be sticking to my motherfucking word. However I say it, even though I have said some really bad things in the past. I've said some really deplorable things in the past. Oh my goodness, so bad. But I have to pray to
what's
God.
that
Ask him to
word
forgive me.
that you said? What's that word? What? Who?
Deplorable. Am I saying it
Oh,
right?
okay. I've said
I'm,
some deplorable things too. Come on, Lyric, come and eat this food. I'm, I'm feeding the dog.
Why you gotta do me like that now? Damn. Oh my goodness.
Don't eat. You don't know. I mean, my thing is, I know what you was thinking, Castro. I know what you was thinking. So that's all. I know what you was thinking. I just wanted to make sure, but I got you. Things
They
that are
gonna shoot
bad,
my ass.
deplorable.
They gonna shoot my ass up after this one, boy. I bet you. Boy, I'm finna look, Rico finna make a video. Brian finna make a video. Just know we finna get talked about tonight, Jay Wilson.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, every time I come on with some new piece of clothing, I get talked about. So I'm used to it. That's why I keep on wearing the clothing I wear, but they clean. I'm telling you, you can say what you want, but my clothes be clean. You don't be seeing no dirt and stuff, and it ain't all scratched out and mm-mm.
And you dress very, very preppy, like I used to dress in high school, which is kind of like sophisticated a little bit. So you're gonna
Well,
have that
you
hate.
dress your age. It's no need for me to be with baggy pants and all of that stuff. You dress and you do
Oh,
what you can.
we don't want you like a Vic, or better yet, or somebody else that we won't name. I ain't gonna
And
name
your
him.
throat is clear too. Who throat is clear? Baby, let me tell you something. No, now I'm gonna tell you what's surprising to me, Castro. It's surprising to me that people doing strange things for change. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody said that somebody let people do some oral stuff. From what I heard, for a TV, a fire stick, a can of beer, and some gas money. That's what
That
I
was a
heard.
lie. That was a lie. That was a lie. That wasn't
Well,
true.
why would you even say something like that?
Because I was just mad at the person at the time.
Really? You was mad? It sounded like it was some truth in that. It sounded like that somebody probably would do that, but you saying that it's a lie. Okay. Well, at least you admitted
It
it.
was a lie. It was a lie.
I didn't
I
know
mean,
that came from you. I thought that came from the person.
no.
Interesting.
It was
My. So Castro, You know, so you getting ready for Easter. So did you get your Easter suit? Or you going to church?
Unfortunately, I will not be making it to church, this year. But I haven't been to church in a long time. I have to go back, get the spirit back, get back into the spirit because I have not been in
Why haven't
church
you been to church, Castro?
because life been life and
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
living life like how you live life, and certain things come up,
But I
you
go to
know.
church every Sunday.
But I don't do that. I ain't. I'm not that. I'm not one of those.
What are one of those? What are
I
one of
always need
those?
to. Well, when I say that, I mean one of those people that need to be feeling the need to be on the front row crew.
Well, I'm not on the front row, but I'm just trying to see what one of those are. Because what do you mean by one of those? That's very vague.
I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Look, I love church. I love church, but I'm not gonna fake church. To
Well, how
please.
you faking church? I don't fake church.
I ain't. Well, I didn't say that about you. I'm just saying about me. I ain't
Okay.
faking
I
church.
mean, because I don't fake church. I mean, I don't.
Whenever I want to go to church, I go to church. But if I don't, I
You
don't feel
sound,
like.
you sounding a little bit about your. You sounding like your nemesis today.
Who is that?
Mhm.
Oh, Brian.
Mhm.
Well, I don't feel like I am because I mean, I don't mind going, but at the same time, if I want to go, I go. I go right now, because they look, they have early morning service, prayer in the morning. But
Right there.
I
Okay,
feel
so
like I
I hope it's not because you gay that you ain't going.
it's not
Hey,
because of that.
Okay,
hey,
I just
Jay.
wanted to make sure because I've heard you say some stuff like that other man be saying.
No, you're fine. Hey, Vivian. Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay.
Castro.
I love how
Hey,
you say that.
Castro. I'm fine. Castro, I just wanted to say thank you for joining us in church last week. When you came to our church service.
Well,
Thank you
Oh, you
for
saw my message. Oh my goodness, girl. I
I
thought you may
did.
have forgot about that.
I wasn't trying to be messy boots. My phone was messing up. We had some issues with our Wi-Fi. Sometimes we be doing that. We're in a small church, so sometimes if you got 25 people on the Wi-Fi, I gotta go in there and tell some of the people y'all gotta get off the Wi-Fi because I take priority. Because I be
Right.
videotaping, and I want to make sure I get it out to everybody. So I want to say thank you, for joining us for service.
see,
And
Castro, see, you be going to church. See.
Well,
That's
well,
good,
Jay Wilson,
Castro.
I know, I appreciate that, but at the same time, it's a difference when you see it from virtually, and when you are in the house of the Lord, and you feeling that spirit upon your spirit. Oh my goodness, it's a different feeling. It's a different meaning. If you ask me,
listen,
like
and at our church, I have several people that go to our church virtually. They can't get there. And the reason why I started doing the virtual, well, I started doing it during pandemic so that people can, get some, because we were forced out of the church. You remember, Jay? We were forced out of the
Mm-hmm.
church. So we needed to make sure that people were able to receive a word, So we used the technology that God gave us. So what the Bible say, the word will be preached at every corner and every sub and all over the place. So
Hold on for a minute, Viv. What Castro lying about? What Castro lying about?
someone some line in the chat.
Somebody said, hold on, let me see. Somebody said yours, JW. Okay, whatever. Just one can of beer, not 6 or 12 pack. Oh, Castro. It came from the person Castro lies so much. Mm,
I don't even
about
understand
that
it. I
fight.
don't even understand that
Oh, he
statement.
said about that 5 sticking beer. Lord have mercy.
Well, that's a lie. That was a lie. That was a lie.
but Jay, I'm about to get down off of here and I'm gonna say this. Thank you.
Vivian, hold on for a minute, Vivian. let me say this, Vivian, while you on here. Vivian, somebody is trying to strike enmity between us. Somebody was telling me it's a content creator in San Antonio named Stomp Down, and he is just trying to have enmity, saying that I don't like you, and it's just all manners of evil, Vivian. And I'm like, oh, where did this come from?
We don't like each other, Jay. You know we
And he
subconscious.
is right. We subcontractors, and we really don't like each other.
We don't like each other.
We really don't. And he is right. I
He tell the
mean,
truth about that.
he is. Vivian. He is telling
Sundown
the truth.
really is telling y'all the truth. We don't like each other.
But wait a
We
minute, though, Vivian. I'm gonna be messy though. I am getting ready to be messy with you, Vivian. No, let's move on from stuff now because he's really irrelevant right now. But baby, why is your friend with the blonde hair talking about something? Don't play victim now. Talking about leave you alone when you started. Girl, I was like, really?
Who is my friend and who playing victim?
Baby, they can't now. Vivian, you know what?
Wait a minute, hold on.
It's Black history.
Jay, I'm on my way to church now. But tell me, who is my friend?
No. This is the substance. And she said you was playing victim.
Friends. We ain't friends, and I ain't playing no victim. We not friends, cause I ain't got no friends on YouTube, and I'm not playing victim. I said what I said. I stand 10 toes down in it, and I'll say it again.
Well, my question is this.
Don't get
Now,
mad at
hold
me.
on. I gotta ask the question to the audience. Now, audience, what was her rebuttal? What did she say was going on? Because I didn't hear it. But didn't she say that's not true? And did she explain it? Because according to the source said that she was lacking a little funds. But I don't know. But what did she say? What did she say? Because I think she's saying that that's not true, but then there's somebody who said that happened, and Vivian didn't say that it was true. She said it was alleged, and she said the source was reliable.
So first off, I said allegedly. That's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, I said I didn't say that. I said the person said this. I didn't say it. I heard it, and then Melissa came up, told y'all she heard the same thing.
So now what did she say?
We heard, wait a minute, and then once that was talked about, then people in the chat started talking about drooling at the table.
My. See, I didn't know all of this, but my question is, what was her rebuttal? Did she come up? Because I haven't heard it. Now I did see her a little bit because I was scrolling through the timeline.
Jay, hold on. Somebody did send me an email saying that she was trying to air me out on her channel or on somebody's channel and sent me the link. I sent them a nice reply back telling them thank you so much, but I don't have time to deal with her or anything else. I'm real lifing, and that's what I was doing. I was real lifing. Jay, I got 2 jobs. I'm talking about 2 actual W-2 receiving jobs. I write for the newspaper. I am the McCormick County area staff reporter. I do all the reports in McCormick County. Then I have an additional job where I go and I have a zone of stores that I report to that I take care of. So I have streams of income. Plus, on top of that, I have my dad that I care for that I see sometimes up to 3 times a day. Okay? Then
everybody got a little time now, honey. Everybody, Zach, Zoe, everybody got a little time. But again, some people don't have a lot of time. We got a little time. So since we have a little time, we can't put it on stuff that may not be fruitful.
And right now, and I came up here, and I only came up here to thank Castro for joining us at church. I'm on my way to church now. I got a meeting. Jay, when you got to go into these staff business meetings. And being with a connectional church, sometimes you have to do connectional things. And yeah, I had time. I'm talking about it right now because Jay brought it up. Vivian didn't bring it up.
I did bring it up because I
Thank you.
saw, I synced, not I saw, I synced. I seen the response, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't care about no response. But anyway, Jay, I got 10 minutes to get to church. Plus, I got to talk to my pastor. My nephew coming to visit me tomorrow. I'm so excited, Jay. My nephew, my nephew that's the minister that gave mom's eulogy, he'll be here tomorrow. And knowing my pastor, she going to invite him up to the pulpit to sit with Daddy and ask him if he got some remarks. My nephew, I love my nephew so much. Oh my God.
Okay, now, Viv, I'm getting. I gotta practice myself. So y'all both
Yeah,
wasting
you
time.
playing tomorrow. Oh, you wait a minute. Tomorrow's the first Sunday. So yeah, you playing. Shaft.
So y'all both wasting time on things you don't. Baby, no, I ain't wasting time. I'm getting paid. I don't waste time. I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid on this. This ain't wasting time. I'm gonna put my commercials in this getting paid. I'm not wasting time. Not
And
wasting time at
again,
all.
I wasn't wasting time. I was coming up here to genuinely thank Castro. I really wanted to thank Castro for coming to church, and
Yeah,
I
boo-boo.
didn't get a chance to answer him in the chat because on Sunday, like I said, we were having problems with my with the internet at the church. But that's what I'm on my way there now. I gotta check the internet. I gotta make sure the people that need to be paid is getting paid. I need to make sure all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying, Jay?
Yeah, so I got time when it's paid. I don't do stuff for free though. I tell you that. So I got time today. So here go Castro again. All right, let me see here. Castro
So
done entered the studio.
you gotta enter Castro again. I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to answer you in the chat on Sunday. Like I said, we were having internet problems because if you notice, I came in as VJ Praise because I had to come back in on another device because I don't know what was going on. This device must be too full or something. I got to empty my phones. But Jay, I came up and I showed my face because I wanted Castro to see that I'm real sincere. And I'm sincere when people come to church, we really care and thank them for coming up. And yeah, Jay, I got a couple of people that's on this YouTube atmosphere that sent me their addresses and stuff. And my church members, they sending out stuff to the folks to thank them for coming to join us. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our initiatives for the month. But I love you. No, I don't. I can't stand you.
I
Yeah, I
can't
do
stand
love
you.
you.
That's right. That's
I
right.
love you.
Honey,
I
stop
love
down
you.
and
It's
telling the truth,
absolutely
honey.
nothing you
We
can't
can't
do with me.
stand each other. We playing in each other's faces, girl. According to him,
Well, you
baby.
know what? I'm gonna say this. I do pray when I come down to San Antonio that I get an opportunity to be stuck down in person.
So, baby,
I
get
really
in the
do.
receiver, honey. Get into the
Because
receiver, honey.
because I genuinely think Stomp Down is funny. Now, some of the stuff Stomp Down say is a little dangerous, but I genuinely think Stomp Down is funny. Stomp Down makes me chuckle.
Stomp down is full of shit. And you know what he told me? He said I should take a pill and not wake up again. So I have no words for him at all.
Okay, Castro, you just heard what I said.
I heard what you
Some,
said.
some of the stuff he says is troubling
It
and
is. Very.
dangerous.
But
And
child, he don't
sometimes,
care.
but this is the other thing. Y'all gotta understand. Stump Down be trolling.
He do. That's
A
why
big
I don't
ass.
pay him no mind.
Stomp Down is a troll. Stomp Down will tell you to kill yourself. He'll tell you he hope your people die and all of this. He's another shock jock.
And you know what? And Vivian, you know what? He struck my channel because I told him that I would hope that someone would, a few people, would break into his house and get him and his husband, And he struck me, but all the things that he says about everybody else, like
Now,
nigga,
how
are
do
you
you know
serious?
he struck you, Castro? How do you know he struck you, though?
YouTube told me.
YouTube told you?
Well, so you
So if
had an
YouTube,
opportunity to strike him.
hold on, baby. If
Wait a minute, if
YouTube
he
told
told you
you,
to take a pill and die, you got the opportunity to go back and strike him for bullying. I'm just saying.
but this is the thing, though.
He
If
took the
YouTube
videos
told
down.
you, then you should know his name.
You said what?
If YouTube told you, you should know his name.
It just says thumb down. It just says thumb down. That's all it said.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So you
Should
know
you
that.
have an
Okay.
email address or something? Anyway, Jay, Castro and Ryder lives. Y'all have a blessed day. I got 5 minutes to ride, 2 minutes down the road, and
All
I'm
right,
hoping
baby. Be safe.
look. I'm hoping
All
I
right.
see the chicken man, so I get some free eggs.
Okay. We hear you, girl. Because you know I
All right,
can't stand you, girl. You can't stand me.
all right,
Mm-mm.
y'all.
All right.
Peace,
All
and be
right now.
blessed today.
So Castro has been going to church. That's a blessing. Castro has been going to church. That's good. So even online, that's a blessing.
Yes, indeed. I need to be in the house of the Lord, so I can get so I
Mhm.
can shake some of these demons off of me. Oh my goodness!
Well,
You know, we
Castro, you
sometimes
shouldn't have no demons on you. Because if you
I
got
got to think
demons
about
on you,
that.
then that means they got control of what you do. So you might be doing something demonic.
Well, no, we all have good and bad sides to us
I'm just
as
saying.
believers. As believers, so that's what I'm saying to you. As believers, we all have good and bad sides. So therefore, we should resort to going to the house of the Lord to shake those demons off.
Mhm.
Those whatever it may be, you know, whatever it may be, whatever
Okay.
you may be dealing with, whatever you may be
Mhm.
dealing with.
Let me find out in Little Rock. Hmm.
Yeah,
So yeah, I gotta, huh?
no, I was gonna say don't get me to be messy because it's been a lot of fireworks around these towns, in this crazy old town of
Well,
mine.
I'm sure it has been. I'm sure it has been. It seems like everybody know each other.
They do. It's a small town.
Hmm. I'm
That's why it's
sure.
called Little Rock. That's why it's called Little Rock. Look, I ain't gonna
Hmm.
lie to you, Jay. It's a circle of life here. The circle of life, recycling, if you ask me. Okay, a lot of folks sleeping with everybody, cousins and brothers, sisters, and mothers, and everything.
My.
But hell, it's
Well,
like that.
somebody said they said if I move there, it's plenty opportunity. I'm like, okay, it says plenty of teaching
Nah,
opportunity.
look, it's opportunities for you to be up here because you're more seasoned than I am. So therefore, you will make it up here, but I think you wouldn't like it up here because it's like you'll get bored. I think you'll get bored up here. You get bored.
No, I wouldn't. I got friends in Bella Vista. They have a nice lakefront house.
Okay.
Right. I go to Bella Vista. Got friends who teach at UPB, University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Yeah, yeah. Pine Bluff don't
But I
scare
don't
me. I
know.
went through there.
But you know what? And you know what? And that's another thing too. Like folks think that Little Rock is so scary. Like yeah, y'all asses are just scary. Little Rock is not like that. You just gotta watch who you are around and just be careful of your surroundings. Okay, and just be mindful where you at. But other than that, Little Rock is just like anybody. Any other place out there. You ain't no escaping no crime. You're not gonna get out of anything out here. You know what I mean? Come on, it is what it is.
It is what it is. But I am gonna be going to Little Rock in the future because I'm going to the Clinton Museum, and then I'm gonna do the Obama Museum. So,
Well, you should let me know so I can meet you. I can see you there.
okay, okay, all right.
I promise you, I will be on my best behavior. I don't want to make you nervous. And I ain't like
I'm not
to see.
nervous. I'm not. Look, I don't. I don't met many people. No one has made me nervous. It seems
Okay,
like though
well,
when people, it seems like when males, I don't know. I just got to pray about that because these wrinkles be doing something to people. My folded face be doing stuff to folks. So no, you might get
well,
a
look,
basket. Angelica, you said I might get a basket. I'm sure I can
you
get a
might get a
basket.
basket. You might get a basket. I'll make you a good old basket with some fruits and some vitamins inside of it and all that. Yes, indeed.
Okay, all right, baskets. mm,
Give you
my
a good
mind.
old fruit basket. I'll give you a good old fruit basket. I wish I could take
Angela
away from
said
that
yes.
hope.
Ah! Anyway, but I do plan to go to the Obama and the Clinton Museum. So I'll be in Chicago and then Little Rock. That Clinton Museum looked like a trailer because it's a square
It looked
box.
like Jay Wilson, when I was in middle school, I promise you, it looked like just a good old trailer park. Like I promise you, when it was
Oh
built,
my
like oh my
God.
god,
He said when he was in middle school, I was flying. I was in my maybe 30s. How old are you, Castro? You what? How old are you again?
33.
Oh
I turned
Lord.
40.
Oh Lord. See
Yes, I
that?
know. I make me feel older, am I?
Oh no, I feel good. I feel good because I'm telling you, but I'm just saying it just goes to show how young
I'm
these
a young
people
buck.
are.
I'm a young buck, baby. I'm still, I still, I
Just
get
got
where
out
you
of
are.
he just got out of his 20s.
Yes, indeed. Thank God. With
But
no charges.
Castro, I'm gonna tell you this though. Y'all got to stop all that drinking. That's not going to end well for y'all. And if y'all smoking, that's not going to end well. I'm telling you now, as an older guy, it just don't bode well. And then you start having them health issues because your body has dealt with that so long. Y'all gotta, I'm telling you, mm, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch your weight. And then, but I mean, seriously, it ages you really quickly. But I'm just saying.
Well, you are right. I already struggle with I have high blood pressure, so therefore, I know what you're saying to me. But when I do drink, that's on my downtime. I ain't drinking just
Well, it seems
knocking
like
them
you
back,
had a
back,
lot of
back, back.
downtime, so now you got a lot of uptime because I'm telling you, y'all, ooh, this drinking, ooh, my God.
Well, Jay Wilson, if I'm relax and have a good time, I'm gonna have a good
I
time. But at
don't
the
know,
same
but
time,
be in moderation,
I still
Castro.
Jay Wilson, I know what you're saying. I drink water. Okay, I know it may not sound like it, but I drink water. I drink H2O. I got to drink H2O because if I don't, baby, I be on the floor.
Okay, because the
I
only thing I have
when
seen
I
you
used to be,
drink
I used to be
is beer and pickle juice. I ain't seen no water yet, but I seen beer and pickle juice.
look, Jay Wilson, I used to be a heavy liquor drinker. I used to be drinking, Quality House, Ciroc, Hill in the Hill. I used to be on Rich and Rare. Cheap bottle. Oh, just cheap stuff. Messing
Hmm.
myself up at the end of my thing. But now I have transformed from that.
Okay,
I'm not drinking that. I'm not drinking that shit anymore. That cheap shit anymore like that. Nope. Mm-mm.
okay, because I'm telling you, it converts to sugar, and that stuff you get you diabetic too. So just be careful because I'm telling you, you want to make sure you have everything and you don't want no issues and stuff. I'm serious. I'm serious. I mean, I never had high blood pressure, but then when they tried to put me on that blood pressure medicine, oh, that was like, oh, we got to do something. We got to do something. I ain't never had high blood pressure before, so I had to do something. So yeah, so now, yeah, it's stabilized and it's good. But I'm just saying, Castro, you got to be so careful,
That's true. And
especially at 33.
you're right. And I'm not gonna lie to you. When I eat certain foods, I promise you, I feel like I can feel my pressure kind of go up and down. And I have
Hmm.
to like, I'm like, damn, I should maybe I should never even ate that or even drunk. Even with liquid, it'll trigger it off. And I'm just being a real man. I can tell you guys, yeah, that shit's real. It's also a silent killer. In black men. High blood pressure is a silent killer in black men. So I would hope you guys out there go get checked out because I didn't know I had it. I didn't. They told me. You know, they told me. So thank God I'm being aware of what I intake.
Okay, I hear you. I'm making sure. I'm making sure because you're so young. Y'all so young, and you want to make sure that you're around here. Let me say this though. It's so funny because when I am on certain areas, a lot of RIP and RIH, rest in him, and all of these people around by like 54, 55, 56. And the main cause is either diabetes, high blood pressure. That's it. Either diabetes or high blood pressure. I mean, so y'all got to definitely get that down. And I'm serious about that because a lot of people who are leaving out in my age, it is now COVID took a lot of people out. Now that's a given. COVID took a lot of people out, but
Yeah, and I can't lie. A lot of folks that around your age, they are very, very mindful of what I would say the sane ones. They
my,
are very, very mindful of what they are consuming and whatever they are consuming in their bodies. So they're very, very watchful. When it comes to whatever they make, drink, or eat. at this age, well, really at you guys' age,
Yep, because a lot of people ain't making it to 60.
They're not.
And diabetes and heart disease is taking them out. And one guy, now let me say this again to y'all. If you know you got conditions, don't be drinking like that. One guy, he knew he had diabetes and he was just drinking. And people don't understand that stuff converts to sugar and that it kills you. And unfortunately, he's no longer with us as well. So just be careful on that because, again, you got to take care of your body. You got to take care of yourself. So, yeah. Well, Castro, I got to go because I got to get ready for this brunch. I'm going to be coming back on in the car, though, because yeah, because I'm gonna be doing that. But I just want to touch base with you because I knew people was cussing you out and stuff, and I'm like, what is this all about? But Castro said that Rico thought somebody was talking about him because Castro mentioned begging for cigarettes, and Rico thought that it was him. Her dog always holler. It wasn't even about him. It was about Dory. But here come Rico with his ignorant ass cussing Castro out and acting foolery. Not foolish, but foolery. And now all of a sudden he wants to apologize, but that's what you meant. That's what you meant. What you said is what you meant. And so what's in you came out of you. And that's how you feel about Castro. And Castro, I heard he said some abominable things about you and your living conditions and I heard it was really bad, Castro. They said it was really bad.
Yeah. I would look before you go. I would suggest you go back and watch it. And then come back and do a reaction to his video.
No, I don't like watching bitter people. It could be really hard, especially what I said about him is what I said about him, and he's a glutton for pain. So he's very excited about Wiley meeting with him, but Wiley don't want nothing from you. Wiley just want a place to stay. If you couldn't offer Wiley a place to stay, he would even come and see you.
And see, Jay West, I never even talked about that at all. I've been knowing about that shit for years. I never even came at the nigga about that shit. But he had the nerve to come at me about what I was doing at the, in the present moment, and then bringing up certain things that really everything about me, how I am as a person. It's like, damn, bro, I didn't even call you what I have perceived from you. I mean, you don't think I have a judgment when it comes to you too as well? I have a mouth. I'm being nice.
Well, Castro, one thing I can say about you is you've never been caught in the woods hunching in a truck. Now, I don't know if you've done CPR. You might have done cars, parks, or the restroom. I don't know. But I'm not prying into that. But what we don't know is that you've been in the truck in the woods. We do know that you ain't sneaking in somebody's house to take a bath. ODS has never had to come and get you. So it's a lot of things, Castro. Okay. Now, Castro, you said you've done some things, but it seemed like it was in a house in a controlled area. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like, So yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jay Wilson, I hope you have a wonderful day at work. And I gotta go. And I gotta go
as well. So anyway, thank you for coming up, Castro. We thank Vivian and Hershey for coming up. And y'all, I gotta go myself, but I will be back on as I'm in the car. So y'all have a good one. Peace and love. Bye.